Hey, welcome. Pizza time tonight, baby. Let's get excited. We're up here at Fort Lee Studios. I'm Greg Ascalise, a.k.a. Greg Marmalade. I'm here with Michael John Ciccarelli, Eddie Bartulovich, a.k.a. Eddie Bart. We got George Tomasello, co-host, #1 fan going on right now. We got,
big fan.
Yeah. We got Dave Leggio sitting there and getting a little loose.
Yeah, big Dave's up there. Big Dave.
Ledge, thank you for getting Mikey back in one piece today. Mikey went down to Philadelphia, and we were a little nervous he wasn't going to make the show. But that's why we have George came in a little bit early so we could try to coach him in. Because Mikey has a tendency sometimes to swim outside past the barriers. So, big night tonight. Yeah, you're right, Mikey, but you did a great job. We were excited to hear about your stories and travels. You too, Ledge. Okay, so tonight we're going to get a little loose, okay? We're going to get a little loose tonight. We got some great stories. A couple things happened this week. People are getting back to us. We got to send a couple thanks. Why don't we send something out to the North Hudson Regional Fire Department? Right, Eddie?
Big fan.
Eddie's been telling me we're getting a lot of feedback from those guys. And just, hey, for you guys out there, I know he's retired now, but a close family friend. He was my linebacker coach in high school. We're going to have Tony Avillo come in a couple of weeks.
A good man.
You know, Tony, not only he is the chief, he's an author, he's a teacher, he was an actor in a commercial. So he's well-rounded. He's like an EGOT in our level of expertise in this business. But we're excited about that. A couple of things I wanted to get into tonight, just before. Last week, right? We always tell you we either get better or we get worse. And last week we got better. Mike had an opportunity to go to Dante's Pizza, and we got him on screen. And tonight George was nice enough to take the ride with Michael. So we're going to get some footage of Mike. Because Eddie baited him into, and we're all excited to watch. Because you didn't.
He more or less volunteered.
He did volunteer, right?
It was a volunteer.
It was, but you know what? You volunteered.
I think I could do it.
I think you could do it too, Mikey.
I think I could do it.
Because Mikey, if anything,
like Joe said, 3 minutes a slice.
See,
3 minutes a slice.
That's my. That's my anchor, dude.
Leggio's my pizza coach.
Yeah,
pizza coach. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Are we about time right away, Mike? I mean, what's your strategy to attack this?
He actually right home today. He's like, Mike, it's 3 minutes a slice.
You can do that.
Mikey, you going to fold or you're not going to fold?
I don't think I'm going to fold. I never fold.
You're going to go straight in?
You're going to go straight in?
No,
like the squirrel technique you used weeks ago?
Yeah, probably.
8 slices, you're not going to fold?
I'm going to tell you, listen,
one at a time.
Pick up a bunch of beverages, though, because you need stuff to
No, that's going to get me full. I can't do that.
He's got it all down.
No.
You know what? We underestimated him. He's ready.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud. Mikey, give me something. Give me a little love.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Ledge, man, I can tell you've been working on him. And it's
probably the whole ride up was giving him advice.
I love this. This is a great fucking crew right here.
Yeah. This
is a great crew. I'm sorry. Yes, I know. I'm my bad. And I never curse on the show. Never.
All right, really quick.
It's my fault.
I got to run through my thank yous because without you guys out there listening and watching, I said we wouldn't be here. So we're going to Linwood Jerry's tonight to pick up your pie. Right? It's the famous Linwood family of
pizza moguls.
That's great.
Is it on Linwood Avenue or something?
Yeah, I hope so.
Plaza.
Oh, it's in Linwood Plaza.
Of course, you're from MSNBC.
Guys, I'm sorry. You can tell we started off with New York City pizza, and we're working our way back. So we're just about getting back to Fort Lee. So we're really excited. We want to thank Jerry and his family and his dad and his grandfather who had passed. But, tonight's a monumental night, and we're very emotional about that. The other thing, I wanted to thank the guys at River Palm. I went there last night. There's a bunch of wild men down there. They're Italian guys. And I was laughing. They said, wait, you're the guy from Pizza Time. And I'm like, I don't want to be known as the guy from Pizza Time. My name's Greg. I want to be Greg. My friends call me Merv, Marv. That's one thing. But hey, pizza people point in your face like you're pizza guy. So listen, the bartenders are listening, the waitresses are listening. Then I go out to get my car and valet. Guys cracking up, pointing at me, asking to take a picture with me.
Pizza time.
The fucking valet guys involved. The valet guys are involved now.
That's nuts.
So that was a big night. So a big shout out to River Palm. And like I said, we got a couple things we want to talk about tonight. Last week we didn't get back to the Soprano questions. We're not going to do that tonight because we feel like we're going above and beyond. But I promise you we will get to that. I think that was Susie Di Lorenzo of Lodi. And we all know what Lodi stands for, but I'm not going to say that here. We're all positive here at Pizza Time. Listen, loving pizza. So, Mikey, we're going to send you out, right?
Watch the clock. Watch the clock.
Watch the clock.
Yeah,
really quick.
The pie's ready already.
This is the time clock where Mikey's going to...
You just set it off. Hit it again. Hit the button again.
It's not gonna blow up.
You just gave him 3 extra seconds.
Mike,
That's our gift to you, Mikey. 3 extra seconds.
So we got
Hold on a second.
Eddie was nice enough to bring an official alarm clock in from the PAA, which is the Pizza American Association, and it's definitely documented that it's regulated. So besides that 3 seconds, we're going to be on time. Mikey's checking in on the pizza. George, I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been a dream of mine.
Really?
For the past couple of weeks, but it's been a dream.
Low expectation.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you inviting me on. Thank you so much for having me.
And listen,
it's a big show. It's a big show.
And we're thanking you because you kept everybody together. You're very cool, calm, and collective, and I noticed that.
Hi, is this Linwood Pizzeria?
Here he goes.
How you doing? Is my pie ready? The white pie to go?
Yeah, it's ready.
I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Pizza time.
I got him.
I got Jeremy Shockey watching in right now. What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, what's up, Shock?
We got Jeremy, and I think he's going to be watching it tonight.
Tell Shockey to call in right now before you leave.
Tell him to call. I got to leave. The pie's ready, bro.
It's my pleasure.
he'll
I'll
call
take
in.
care of
Come back,
Mikey.
he'll call in.
Come back in
Maybe he'll
10.
call in. Maybe.
What if he calls in
He just inboxed
when
me.
you're eating your pie?
I told him it's pizza time tonight.
All
He
right.
laughed.
Mikey, get out there. Let's get
All right,
going.
let's go.
Cool.
George, thank you for watching.
All right, I'll
Mikey.
take care of this.
Listen, there's a lot of fans out there, so you got to watch. Mikey gets swarmed when he's going into places if we make the announcement too early.
A lot of people. I'm driving.
I'll be back, all right?
Hey, I'm driving.
Hey, DePiero, let me ask you a couple quick questions. How's your broccoli? How's your scungio?
What's scungio? I like it grilled.
You like your scungio grilled?
Yeah.
All right, a lot of people, right? There's a lot of there he is.
We'll get the first one out.
Listen, I'm sorry, guys. You know how much we love the donkey, so. Oh man, what a good-looking guy. Speak to me, Ed.
Home this week, we have our conversations. Like, how did I get involved with this? How did you get involved with this? And it brought me back to the days when I was, 11, 12 years old. You remember the Al Alonso show with Pokey Cardone?
I do.
Pokey's a legend. He's a good man.
That was recorded at the top of the Stonehenge, and it went on for years, and it wound up burning down, and that's where the show ended. But
They had a fire in the building?
Yeah, major fire in the building. They thought it was the audio equipment. Tony Villa could probably tell us about that later on. But yeah, that's what happened. They were big Angel in the Centerfold group. I remember the Jake Isles band.
You got a better memory than me. I don't remember that at all.
I had just found out. I thought the Jake Isles band was Jake Isles, but from Bernardsville, New Jersey. But it turns out it's what was it, Chris?
It's Peter Wolf.
Peter Wolf.
Peter Wolf was the lead singer. Peter Wolf was the lead singer.
Okay.
And Jake Isles was the guitarist.
See, like I would never would have known that because you never really see the guitarist named after the band.
Old. Yeah,
which
that's
was
true.
good stuff. But listen, we're gonna do a little homage to Pokey maybe later once we find out.
I have a great Pokey Cardone story.
Do you? Can you give it to us? You're gonna have to bring that mic up though. Ledge.
You want it now?
Oh, you want to wait a little while?
It's up to you. You're the boss, bro.
Listen. You want to put me in suspense, you wild man?
Wait.
How can you keep me in suspense with Pokey
I'll do it
Cardone?
real quick.
Does cheerleading have to do anything to do with it?
Let me tell it with
Cardone, I do hope you're listening live, Poke.
Ledge, you guys are doing a duet over there.
I'm pretty close to you. So we used to call into the Al Alonso show all the time, me and my friends.
Okay.
And just curse, ask him a stupid question and curse, fuck you, or something like that. So we named ourselves like the Boston Crab and the Maine Lobster. So we used to call in and just abuse them. Then we found out they were on top of the Stonehenge, and there was a payphone on the corner. You could get on the payphone and look up to the Stonehenge.
Come on!
We made him come out onto the balcony and wave.
Come on! Pokey came out there?
He did. Either him or Al, but...
What are the one with who had it was a really big head?
I don't know.
Pokey's got a large cranium. I do too, but
right.
But if you saw the hand being real small as comparison to the head, it was probably Pokey.
Okay.
But that's amazing. But you know what? That's good stuff.
Is it really amazing?
Did you ever ask for Angel in the Centerfold from Jake Isles band?
No, we kept on asking for Rock Lobster by the B-52s.
By the B-52s, you guys got loose like that, huh?
Yeah.
Tin roof, rusty.
Rustic.
All right, back to pizza because I know people out there.
Yeah.
No, people out there get nervous,
They
you know.
do.
And
Paul Tiller's watching, Lily, Emma, Nicole, November.
good stuff.
A lot
All
of people
right.
watching.
Quick question, Eddie. I got to ask you a few things. All right. lot of people called in last week because we made a mention about appetizers, and we said eventually we're going to get to calzones and strombolis, but Eddie brought something to my attention earlier, and we were doing a creative meeting, and we were just saying to ourselves, you know, when you're out with guys, and you know, besides being out with girls or your significant others, you know, when you start doing that appetizer game where you're like, oh, do you want to split the appetizer? Do you want to order 5? Do you want to do a sample one?
Well,
Eddie brought some
my
things.
Problem with it, because I don't understand. You're 6 grown men. You're out to eat. You're out to eat for one reason. You want to scarf down.
Yeah.
But now, I can't say when I get there, there's 6 of us sitting there, and one of the guys will go, well, why don't we just order 4 appetizers for the table? I don't want to.
No.
I don't want one mozzarella
It's
stick.
a waste.
No, it's exactly right. You know who's big on this?
Who?
Theory? Chris Neville.
Chris
Chris
Neville.
Neville is a staunch believer in this myself. Every time I used to, when I'm away, and I put something up on Facebook and post, you know, mention you, he's all about it. I mean, he goes on for like a half hour. He really gets angry.
Some people get angry about the strangest things, right?
But because he tells his kids at the table, order whatever you want. I mean, you can order 10 appetizers, but don't order, no, I don't want no appetizers, and then start reaching over to my plate. It annoys the hell out of me. What happened there?
I don't know. I'm getting FaceTimed by Michael already.
We gotta go to a walk.
His call got towed or something, probably?
No.
No, I'm just making that. What's the matter, Mike? We're live. Oh, you're there already. Oh, my God.
Am I gonna walk up to that?
Yeah, you got Mikey. Can you help us out there? Eddie, thank you. I guess go to the we have only one
And
HD.
is a microphone? Is there a microphone with it, Chris? I could drag this one with me for now. George's?
Yeah.
Guys, like you said, we're still trying to get better. We're figuring out the technologies. You know,
Which camera?
we're working on a shoestring budget here.
Wait a second. That camera's good.
This one?
Yeah. You can
Can you
plug
see,
this.
Mikey? This is really bootleg.
Plug this into the phone.
He's in the car. He's driving.
Hold on, this is terrible.
But did he listen to anything I said? I said,
No,
film
no.
it coming in.
Until he gets better.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm only kidding.
Mike got worse tonight. I hope he's got a strong finish with the
Are
pizza.
we too close?
Wait. Stand by.
Hello, everybody.
One more.
There's the donkey. There's the donkey.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
there they go. Look at Tomasello. Look at George.
The audio is not there.
No.
Oh, you gotta go to speaker. I'm
Make sure
sorry.
he goes
Hold
high.
on. How do I go to speaker without losing them?
Hit hide.
There is nothing on there but
No,
a picture.
is there the
Yeah.
buttons on the side?
Yeah, I'm going to hand it to you for a moment.
Right up here.
If it wasn't for Chris Tapiro, we would be in the dark
let me
ages.
do it first.
We would be in the dark ages.
We're at Linwood Pizzeria, Fawley, New Jersey.
Oh, you got it.
Double white pie.
Yeah.
Nelson Cruz,
Look
thank
at-
you for the recommendation.
Hold on, Chick. Hold on.
Chick's talking about Nelson Cruz, the Cruz family, big in Fort Lee area, great wrestlers, or Cliffside. Great wrestlers, great wrestler family.
The legend of Fawley, Nelson Cruz.
Yeah, legends.
We gotta
Those
get
guys
more
were good.
Mikey's face.
Wide, go widest. Take a step back. And
We're going
then,
to go to Linwood Pizza in Fawley. Nelson's nephew, Dave.
Eddie, great job.
They have excellent pies.
Looks
All
like a-
different pies.
Looks like a discotheque.
All that
Oh,
stuff's
look at
very
that.
Good, actually. Nelson Cruz told me to come here. So, we're here to pick up the white pie, please.
Tell him you know Nelson Cruz. That guy doesn't look. That guy doesn't look
We're
energetic.
flying 25 minutes on pizza time. We're going to chill Fawley to a pizza time. Alright, so.
He can care less. Who's that? Is that
Yeah, grill. Look at this.
the grill?
They're grilled. 25 minutes.
oh, nice.
look at
Yeah.
There's no way he's doing that. That thing's a monster.
No way.
Oh my God.
25 minutes. Look at pizza. Look at the slices over here. We got Sicilian. What is here? We got. What do we got here? And what do we got here? And what do we got here? Veggies. What do we got over there? There you go. They got a whole bunch of selections
Hey,
here.
Eddie, ex Mikey, how's his ex the guy that houses broccoli?
Mike, ask the guy has your broccoli.
Huh?
Ask the guy has your broccoli.
Hey, let me go a couple of dollars actually. So we're doing business with them.
my-
15 podcast Facebook if you want to do that. We're on live right now. We're
Ask
on
him
live
how's.
right now.
Ask the guy how's his congeal.
Pizza.
Thank you, guys.
See you later, guys.
Thank you. Grazie. Ciao.
Ciao. I don't think they looked Italian.
No?
They are Italian.
All right.
All right, we'll
Wish
see
me
you guys.
luck.
Ask the guy how his broccoli is.
Please wish me luck. Pray for me because I don't know if we're gonna get back.
Good luck.
It's
Don't
like
tilt the pizza.
it's like blue.
All right. I'm gonna think, well, hold on. Chick, give me the pizza. Give me the pizza. All right.
It's like the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good stuff, man.
We'll get in there.
George, hey, that was good.
Thank you.
Like I said, man, that's different. It's a little different than last week. Eddie did a great job. That was amazing. Okay. Go. Eddie, go now. Go down. I'll go to it. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the weather was so nice out today. It was 70 degrees, and I wanted to talk about Jimmy Stewart down in Jimmy down in JR's. When the weather felt like it was today, we're really excited about that pizza eat-off that we've been doing on the boardwalk and Seaside coming up in the spring. We're really excited about that. I also wanted to give a shout-out to the Barone family. They had that bar, Bar One, and they were making pizza in there for a little while because Nico and the Sons and all those guys, they invited us to come down to Hoboken and film live from their studio, and from their pizzeria. And I told him, I said, I don't know. I said, pizzerias, they get a little hectic in there. You know, we cover a lot of other topics, and I just don't want to hold them back if people start showing up if it gets crazy. But I want to thank them for offering us that to, you know, maybe when it gets we get a little better at this and we can travel, that we'll definitely come down and do that. I also want to give a shout out to William Galvin, Billy Galvin, I guess he goes by. He was nice enough last week to tell me, like, hey man, like, the buzz is catching on, and everybody in North Bergen loves it, and the surrounding areas, and a lot of people that moved out of town are watching the show that are originally from North Bergen, and that means a lot to us. It really does. One of the other things people wanted to, were asking me about our accents. One of the things about our accents in North Bergen is North Bergen was basically it had everything from German, Jewish to Irish, Italian, but where the accents really carried over was a lot of people like migrated out of Brooklyn. A lot of them went to like Manalapan, New Jersey, and a lot of them like Freehold, Manalapan, like that whole area, and a lot of them came to directly across the river to where we are on the Hudson River at North Bergen. So now you take maybe the 60s and the 70s, and you have a lot of the Italians and the Irish getting together, and a lot of my friends are basically, Irish, Italian, and stuff. And I guess the accents, because North Bergen's a very voluntary area, great people, they'll love you, very loyal, but because of the Italian and the heritage, it's like breeding a Rottweiler and a Doberman, you know what I mean? So because the people in our house, we're always getting yelled at by our parents, their accents would come out when they yell at you. So when they yell at you, you get that's like, what the hell are you doing? And you just hear like the accent.
I didn't realize it until I watched the show for the first time.
Thank you.
I didn't realize how bad your accent was until you saw yourself on the show.
Well, I work it up a little bit here because I'm trying to relate to everybody around here. And I think, me and Chris actually talked about that. We talked about that, and we have fun with it, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Chris does it really well. I mean, he's an actor. I mean, he can put it on, put it off.
Yeah, want to see me act? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how are you? I can.
It's, but you know what's shocking about it? It's words that you don't even know that you're doing it. Like, you know what I mean? There's like certain words we hit that you're like, oh my god, I just botched that word, which I never would have heard in my own headset or my ears.
So before the guys get back again,
Talk to me.
Again, he is the star of the show. We're going with this microphone now? Okay, Mikey is a major contributor, maybe the star of the show. Again, though, he keeps us in suspense till the last minute. I didn't know if he was coming to eat the pie tonight.
Imagine.
Did he contact you all week?
I get bits and pieces from Mike. He's always on the move. I know he does his other shows, but like this is stuff before we leave tonight. We're going to talk about stuff we want to do to get better next week, and he's always on board with that stuff.
Yeah, well, we're sitting here, but what happens is, me, I have the OCD very badly, so everything's got to be done to the T, planned out to, perfectly. There's no planning with Michael, but that's the beauty of Michael. Yeah. He just shoots. You can't control a wild horse. He's going to do what he wants to do. Yeah.
It's true. I swear to God, my dad used to do like football dinners and stuff, or he used to be the MC for the Hudson County Hall of Fame and stuff, and he used to wake me up when he got home all the time when I was a kid. He'd say, Greg, I did it. 2 hours and 16 minutes. And
the boys are back with the pizza.
Here they go.
Wow, where was this? Down the corner? Holy moly.
All right, we got to make room for him, but we got to get the clock away from him.
Chris, do we have a clip that we would go to while we get this set up? And
we got to watch the clips.
Yeah, you get a clip, and we'll get everything set up for Michael. And
this isn't regulation, fellas.
What do you mean it's not regulation? Is that a thing, Crust?
Hold on, Ledge, can you eye this up and can you see?
Already controversy.
Already. I'm terrible at this stuff.
Yeah.
I will make more mistakes eventually. Let me and Ledge before we get a little loose. Me and him on the other side. Ledge, you heard what I said? I'm not being silly.
Ledge, what is the regulation size pie? What's the circumference?
I thought it was 12 to 16.
12 to 16. I thought it was 16 myself. I think 12 is a little small.
If it's 14, we're okay with it because I still don't think he can do it.
Where is he now? Is he prepared? Was he doing push-ups? Oh, here he is. Here's the man.
Is he nervous?
Here's the man.
Mike, you got a little warm in here if you want to take your shirt off. What?
Can you let Joe beverage? Yeah.
Sure. I'll bring one over to him.
Yeah, just 1 second. Chris is
All
going
right, George, that clock, hold on with that clock. Mike, you can't rest the phone on the clock. It's going to keep turning it.
We're going to get...
I'll be the official timekeeper.
Mikey,
You got it, Ledge? You're going to time keep?
We're going to pull
All right, Ledge, I was going to time
We're
keep.
going to pull your mic away. We're just going to go up here with it. Okay?
Right here. I got him behind me.
Look, I'm going to go here with
Fly
it.
legit or no?
It's legit, Mikey. If you do that, man, that's... What do you think? What do you think, 14 inches?
You got a ruler?
That's what she said.
You got the ruler or no?
Am I on here?
Glad you heard that one, didn't you, you son of a bitch?
What? I think Chris just worked on everything. He was over here working on everything. You folks, write in. We'd like to know who thinks that Mike...
What's the phone number?
That pizza.
Chris would know the phone number. I'm very bad with this stuff.
It's delicious. Can you hand me that?
Yeah. I don't know if I can.
482 4244.
201?
This is a cluster tonight.
That big sign right up
Oh, there it is. Oh, the Pure, you're the best. Hey, the phone number, if you want to call in, it's 201-482-4244. How'd you hear all those fours there? Four.
Hey, with grill.
I like that.
Who is?
Watch that don't fall off. If that
They had
falls off,
the
we're ruined.
personality of a wet mop.
Make sure that don't fall off.
Close off. Linwood Pizza gets
All right, before we start, hold on.
Can we get it? Wait 1 second. Let me just breathe. We got to get Mikey napkins. Ledge, can you get Mikey napkins?
my apple juice.
You need your apple juice.
Apple juice with pizza, George.
Apple juice.
Just for a little
I got
sprint.
2 apple juice.
I'm gonna go wash
Oh,
my
nice
hands.
catch. Look at that. See, DePiero, you would have been great at football.
I was a swimmer.
That's where you got the name Bullet.
And hockey play. I played.
Mike Benavini was his quarterback. He was a swimmer that year, right? That's the same year? Am I correct with that?
Yeah.
With the Cardella, Aligo, all those guys?
Yeah,
Huh?
unbelievable.
Mike Ferranti. If I would have forgot him, I would have never heard the end of it.
Oh, forget it, Biggies. He was the St. Joe's guy, Mike Franti?
He was awesome.
He's still wearing a bandana he used to wear under his helmet.
Paper towels, buddy.
I said that. The apple juice with pizza, I'd vomit.
Give him cold water. Oh, you want
All right, Mikey, listen. I don't want you to get upset, but because we kick gloves, right, George? And you can help us with this, because George is like the Mike Ciccarelli whisperer. He can keep.
He is. He's Mike. He's the only one who can reach you.
Mike, he cares a lot about you, Mike. He cares a lot about you.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
But listen, we're going to carry on our conversation. I don't want you to feel like you're left out because you have something to do that's very important.
And it's
here.
getting warm, so I'm
Ledge,
gonna do it right
Ledge.
away.
Hold on. George,
Ledge, you know what I mean?
Gotta do this quick. It's getting.
All right, folks. As soon as Chris gets back in position, we're going to hit it. And Mikey, you got 25 minutes. Mike, if you need to get up, walk around, whatever you got to do, total
I'll
freedom.
take care. Leggio, what do I do?
25 minutes of counting in about 20 seconds.
Oh, Ledge,
Okay.
Ledge, you're doing a double clock, Ledge?
Double clock. We
What,
don't want
you know what?
Leggio,
I need 5 2 minutes.
Mike, I
Dave
got to tell you,
Leggio.
Mike, a lot of people are writing. They don't think you're going to be able to do this.
Well, what
Mike.
happens is, Tomasello, I just got it. When people do a 40 time right at the combines, there's a lot of pro guys there all standing with a stopwatch.
He's our pro guy.
He's his coach.
He's my
So
coach.
even though we have an official clock,
I'm the timekeeper.
he's the timekeeper.
they got a clock here too, though.
Yeah, we got a clock.
I know you don't know that, but they got a clock here.
I understand it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Ledge,
That's
listen.
just for the viewing audience. Yeah.
Ledge, listen.
Ledge is the official
That's fine.
timekeeper.
There's a
He
lot
does
of
what he wants.
Ledge. There's a lot of controversy going on with the Olympic coaches now with the girls' gymnastics.
Fucking great, dude.
Who said this show wasn't about pizza?
This is all about. I gotta fix the cameras. You gotta give me a couple minutes, man.
You want to take a second?
Wait, no.
Hey, listen, we're gonna take a tech check. DePiero's working
Not
his
on.
magic.
Oh yeah, we are.
What's up? Yeah, did you hear about that? Oh, but the women's gymnastics, it's getting a little wild. Like the guy who was like taking care of them, he was sort of like their trainer or like their chiropractor type thing. He was getting a little handsy with them. He's getting a little handsy with them. But they're all Mike.
Mike's watching us.
Mike, remember when
I'm
remember
putting it low, buddy. I'm shutting it off.
remember when I told you that you told me to tell you when you're being rude and obnoxious? Well, you are now. Mike has no idea, but right now the regatta cheese,
This is getting cold.
the regatta cheese is solidifying. The
Listen, Michael, we don't want Mikey upset. This show is good when Mikey's happy.
Shut that window, son. Because
Mikey,
I
you
can't-
happy?
Shut the window, Mike. You gotta get the sweats.
It's getting cold, man. It's getting hot. I can't. I should have brought the
All right, we gotta get kicking here.
Hold on 1 second.
Stand by.
Someone rotate the
I
cup.
got a rotated cuff. I can't do that. I'm old.
Georgie.
All right, okay, Ledge, do the countdown.
Ledge.
2,
3, can we gonna hit this?
4, 5.
You're going up, George. We're doing a countdown.
Countdown. And you're the chick whisperer?
North Bergen school system at its finest.
Listen.
Go.
Mikey?
8, 7,
I
6,
can't hear him. I can't hear him.
5, 4, 3.
You got him now, right?
Can we get this clock?
We're very close. Here we go.
All right, hit that button.
Piro, can we get a clock on here?
No, we're very close.
Chris, this is why you have
Right
to get
shot,
here
right
early.
shot.
We need you here at 4 o'clock,
Chris,
Chris.
that's why you got to get here early.
All right, let's go.
I don't have Tommy. I don't have George. Hold on.
There we go. He's getting some work out of him.
I'll tell you what, the Piro's very lightly footed. Do you see the way he prance? He's like, look
That
at
was like Duffy coming upstairs like years ago at Mike's house.
yeah.
Tippy told me, I had no idea. Knock, who was it? Duffy.
Guy was
Uh-oh.
40, he was 40
Chick,
pounds.
when you're done with the pizza,
Go,
Chick,
Mikey.
smack the
Wait,
clock
wait.
when you're done with the
Yeah,
pizza.
Mike, you got
so
3
we know,
seconds
all right?
to start up because I'm behind here on the clock.
You're 3 seconds in.
Well, look, I'm 20. Yeah, so
Hey, Leggio, we're gonna go to. We'll get down when you get down to your 3. We're gonna hit the clock because we're 3 ahead. We're 3 behind. When you get down to 6, though, if we were Germany, you'd have to make my bed. But since we're in Italy, I got to make your bed.
We're ready.
You ready? Mikey, let's go, pal. You're on.
It's like Czechoslovakia.
Set, go.
Look
There
at
we
there he
go,
goes.
we're
Look at him. Oh my God!
He's
they're
underway.
All right,
Hey,
let me ask you guys a question. What's going on here? Let me ask you guys a question.
speak.
You're eating a pie. What's your go-to drink? Because apple juice is not on my list.
I've
and
never
I don't think
heard
it's on
that
anybody's
before.
list.
Never.
George, I'll be honest with you. That's a tough one because the way I think about it, a lot of different pizzerias have different drinks, and I have a different go-to drink at different places only because I'm forced to.
Right.
Ed, what do you think?
I'm an iced tea guy myself, but like you say, I can't stand Snapple. It's that other one, in the brown container that we used to have,
Clinton.
like the
The
Little
Clinton
League
iced tea.
field, the Clinton iced tea.
Clinton iced tea.
At the Pop
You
One.
gotta be
or
careful. You
Little
gotta
League.
watch the date on those.
Yeah,
you get a bad one, you're turned off for forever. On
I didn't think
iced
that
tea.
was possible.
That's
I
the one-
really-
It is possible. I've had one before. It's possible. Believe
Is that the one they had at Nick's Pizza? Was that the one?
It was
Nobody
it
had
in the
those?
oven? Everything at Nick's was in the oven.
Right.
So
The iced tea was in the oven.
Hey guys, really quick though, tell us why all the sandwiches he made were in the oven.
Because the bread was
Because
like
the bread
a
was
week
stale.
old. But God bless Nick. Everybody loves somebody, brother.
Ledge knows, right? You want a number 2 in the oven? It was like
No,
it was-
Nick. No, just out. No, you
All
want
right.
it. You
I'm
want it in
eating
the
that
oven.
pizza. I'm going cream soda. Cream soda all day.
cream soda on a white regatta slice.
All day.
Wow, that's wild.
That's wild.
That's living on the edge, George.
But that's the kind of
Mikey,
guy I am.
how is the
Cream
pizza?
soda.
Is it good stuff? Good place?
Look at him. Look at him. Oh, look. Tapiro just went to a close up. Tapiro just went to a heavy close up. Mikey, look at yourself. Just look.
Mike, we'll tell you. You're good. We'll tell you when you need a napkin.
We
Right
just
now,
went
you're
from
good.
97 to 212.
So what are we, right now we're at the 2-minute mark, and he's got one slice just about down. You're way ahead of schedule, Mike. So slow it down. Grab yourself an ice cold apple cider. It's all good, baby.
Oh, Dave Leggio said it's 3 minutes a slice. He gave him his what they've been working on, and they're talking about in the car ride today.
I don't. You know this. I'm not worried about the first 4 or 5 slices.
No.
It's after that. That's crunch time.
Any side action?
He's not a folder though. I'm a folder.
I'm not
He
a
doesn't
gambler
fold
either.
his
If you
slice.
fold them, you'll eat 4 slices instead of 8.
Is that how it goes?
That's how it goes.
That's the same amount of food. Well, this is almost like, you know what it is? When I was in grammar school, remember what we had, like 30 minutes, 35 minutes?
For lunch,
I had to run down, if I wasn't going home that day, if I was going to one of the 5 pizzerias on Broadway at the time, you had like maybe 10 minutes to eat your slice, run back to school. You guys do that? Where'd you go to school?
I went to school, Franklin School.
Right.
And first
What
of
you have
all,
down there?
Vincenzo's. You guys,
Where was Vincenzo's?
On the
Vincenzo's
boulevard, all the way on the boulevard.
on
right?
Kennedy Boulevard and 51st Street.
It's a dance studio now.
Is it really?
Well, I know you don't live
No,
in town
it's
either.
that, it's that beige brick place, little deli type of
Same
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, we had-
you dance while you're ordering?
We had 35 minutes for lunch.
Right.
And what we would do, we were on the bottom of the hill. Franklin School's at the bottom of the hill, and North Bergen is the second hilliest town in the country.
Second longest
If
town in
our
the country,
viewers
too.
did not know that.
It's besides San Francisco.
San Francisco, North Bergen, 1-2. So We would be let out for lunch, 35 minutes. We would sprint up that hill. Sprint. Get there.
That's a long hill.
It's a long hill. Get there, Sicilian. Best Sicilian in town. Scarf down the Sicilian. Look at the clock on the wall. We got 5 minutes. We knew in 5 minutes we had to run down that hill and we would fly. It would be like you were flying down that hill.
Well, you guys were Falcons, right?
We were Falcons. That's right. We were Falcons, so it makes a lot of sense.
George,
knocking down garbage cans, flying down the hill, and we could run right in the middle of the crowd. You know, the one door in the 12 rows of people going into the one door. So we jump into the crowd, sweaty, all full of garlic, all full of pizza smell, and we get in just in time.
Let me ask you something, George. What would they have to offer you to run up that hill now at this age?
Today?
How long would it take you?
I need roses. Roses taxi. I'd have them on speed dial. And at 11:55 every day when they let me out, I'd say, be at the front door of Franklin School to get me up the hill.
Did you go to Roma or Souls? What was your go?
When I was younger, I went to Souls because I didn't journey that far out.
Yeah.
As I got to the upper grades, I went to Roma.
You're a Souls guy, though.
But I used to not only go to Roma. My dad gave me $3, 3 buckets for lunch. He was pretty big back then.
Living high on the hog.
Yeah, he was doing well. He had a couple of jobs. He was bartending, he was coaching, he had a lot of things going on. But we would go to Hilltop Bakery, get a black and white cookie right after that. Yeah, I didn't feel good until probably about 4 o'clock, but because of the pizza, the Snapple, and then the black and white cookie. But it was nice going down. It really was.
You're a Souls guy, though.
I thought you were a Roma guy.
I'm a Roma guy.
Nah.
But I did do Souls, in my early grades, because I was scared to go that far out. There was a guy, they said it was a kidnapper. He used to, I know it's going to sound really strange, I probably shouldn't bring this up, but there was a guy that used to drive around, he used to offer money for shitty underwear from kids. And what happened, no, seriously, he had a name, I'm not going to say his name, because God forbid if he's ever cleared of it, but he would pull up and ask you for your shitty underwear, and my friends, it happened to us on the way to Roma, and we decided not to do that until this guy was captured.
Shitty underwear.
That's terrible. So Roma lost a lot of business because of this guy.
With the younger grades, because we couldn't fight, even though we hung in packs in Northburg, we're a big pack group. But it was just, it was dangerous. It was dangerous because there were people out there asking for your shitty underwear.
Yeah, well, I think nowadays, I don't even think, I'm pretty sure they don't even let the kids out for lunch.
They do
Horace
Fulton, not Franklin, not Lincoln.
Lincoln didn't, because they were having a problem with the Burger King thing up there on Burger Line. They were kind of kids from West New York were meeting them halfway to fight and stuff like that.
I can see that.
Yeah, right? Mike, how you doing, Mike? Doing a little,
he's on a second.
There. You got the good seat, Greg, in case he does give it a little back.
I can show the camera this.
Third slice with 19 minutes left. That's 6 minutes. So he's 2 minutes to slice.
And I have to be honest with you. I know Mikey has that. They call all the people that were writing in last week. They were calling it diverticulitis.
Chris, what do you got? Everybody writing in? What do they think? Is he going to succeed?
Again, Miguel, Cats in the fridge. I don't know what they're talking about. How many did he eat?
He's got 3 down in 6 minutes. He's averaging 2 minutes a slice.
He's on 4.
Yeah, right. And we're on the 19 minutes.
Guys at home, I just want to show you a quick pic. Can we get something in here? The ricotta cheese is starting. It's okay. The ricotta cheese.
Look at him. He's got a mouthful.
The ricotta cheese is starting to solidify, and it's getting really thick and it's getting hard. So I don't know if he's going to have trouble. Just with apple juice, I think he's going to need some like with Johnny Chestnut, Jimmy Chestnut
did 47 slices in 1 hour, I believe, right?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
No, we couldn't have did 47 slices.
What is it?
10 minutes.
Ledge, what is it?
47 slices of a 6-inch pizza in 10 minutes.
That's insane.
Mike, you got to do this, otherwise we're going to call you.
Mike, let me ask you one question. Do you have a personal best before tonight? Do you know? Have you ever kept track?
Let's not do this to him, guys. Guys, I know what Eddie's trying to do. Eddie's trying to get him to talk so he doesn't chew, and I don't want to give him the Heimlich. So let's go back to this.
Why would you think I don't want him to succeed?
All right, really quick. We're going to go on something. A couple people started writing in. They were asking us questions about where sayings come from. And I didn't know what that meant, but we're gonna give a little shout out at it, and I'm not really sure. Ledge, I don't even know where to do it. Bullet, I don't even know how to talk about sayings. But the one people wrote in, why do people say dress to nines? Why do people say bun in the oven? Why do people, George? What do you got? You got a few, right? We spoke about this.
The coup de grace. What's the coup de grace? Coup de grace. What is that?
Ed, what do you got for us?
I like a couple of things. I usually soup to nuts.
Soup to nuts. That's another crazy
used
one.
It. I mean, we've all used it.
Everybody uses it. I mean, rule of thumb is crazy. Can I just give you? I'm going to give you a rule of thumb because this one freaked me out when somebody wrote into me and wrote this, and it was a woman too. That's why I feel like I feel necessary that I have to really explain this. And maybe she set me up, even though the show's about love and pizza, and coming this close to Valentine's Day and my birthday. We'll throw in there. If anyone wants to say anything, 8900 Boulevard East, apartment 7810. And it turns out, rule of thumb is, it goes back to medieval days. If you could beat your wife with a stick, as long as the stick was smaller than your thumb, and that's a rule of thumb. Now it's a little crazy, and I think she might wanted me to say that. And you know what, love? I said it. But I know you got a lot of things going on. I'm glad you wrote me in.
I never knew that.
I never knew that either.
Chris,
I'm
like
not
you
using
said,
that phrase ever
Chris,
again.
we learn something new every week here.
Dude, it's amazing this show. It's amazing what you can cover on this show.
The other one I
Plethora. That's what the word is.
The other thing, people always say it, shits and giggles. What kind of sick fucking part of my life? What kind of sick thing is that? I mean, we have to research the origin of that. I mean,
Shits and giggles.
did you laugh so hard that you...
Can somebody out there check this out and write it in? Because I'm gonna tell you, Eddie's not feeling well tonight.
Right, he's laughing. He was actually
shit and giggles.
about an hour ago. That's what Eddie was doing.
Exactly. I thought I was going to lose my lunch.
Eddie didn't know if he was gonna make the show. DePiro, we're gonna feel you out. You got the mic?
It's 7 o'clock.
All right, well,
Can you feel out what the hell?
15 minutes. Look at this. Hold on a second. We got some pieces over there, chick. Don't throw them under.
No, that's for the
Don't throw them under the desk.
Crust counts.
No.
Fat and gristle.
Look, he's getting close.
224424.
Call us in. Hey, DePiro, really quick. Shits and giggles. What do you think? What is that? Where does that origin come from?
Oh, we got a phone call.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, it's you?
All right, it's
We
great.
need, hey, Leggio, can you screen our calls for us? Because sometimes we get some wacky people calling.
Why don't we give this one to Tony Rossello? He's always a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
He's got the computer out. Tony, we're looking for shits and giggles. Where did it come from?
Wikipedia that MF. Now you guys got me cursing. The other thing is too, we got
Some water, anything? You good?
Eddie told me before, he goes, pot to piss in. I started cracking up.
Yeah, pot to piss
Because I find, like, the line of work that I'm in, I really don't make a lot of money, so occasionally I'm buying pizza with quarters, and it's very embarrassing. That's why I only go to, like, the neighborhood ones.
Also, a second half to that. I don't have a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out. I never knew what either half meant. I mean, when somebody embellished on it.
You know how shanty Irish that is? That means, like you're pissing in pots, throwing it in the alleyway, but you got to go down, like, walk 2 flights down to throw it in the fucking gutter.
Well, picture walking down Hoboken, 1955, 1960. You don't think these sayings were just flying back and forth? Yeah. They're yelling from the balconies to each other instead of using phones down there.
What about the cook the books?
Cook the books. Hey,
What's that?
That's got to be an Italian thing.
I mean, I know what it means, but again, the origin,
They cook
I have
the
no
books.
idea.
You're really cooking the books? So what are you doing?
Let's say, for instance, all right, you're making the books hot. Does that mean you're making them illegal because it's hot?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, to burn the books is probably a better. You burn them and you get rid of the ashes. That's what you do.
You shovel it and bury it. And you're gone. Blanche, any idea what that means? Cook the books?
Never heard of it.
Oh.
Smart man. Smart man. You don't know what that means.
What else we got? We were talking some crazy ones earlier.
Selling like hotcakes?
They were selling like hotcakes.
Selling like hotcakes.
But George, what is selling like hotcakes? I know you looked into that one.
They're selling like hotcakes. You go into the carnival, they're always making hotcakes. They're selling like hotcakes. I don't know.
Oh, we lost the camera.
We just lost Tomasello.
Pipe her down. Pipe her down.
Look, that was real too.
Hey, George, you're gonna have to help him with that because we can't let Mike's not allowed to get up.
Mike,
No, Mike's already at the table. He can't leave in case he put stuff in his pocket.
I'm here.
Because he's got crust and stuff. I don't want stuff disappearing off that.
Oh, I think you bent the leg there.
Oh, jeez.
we did it.
I saw a salt shaker fly by.
Let's see, even people with sight walk into things. Let me tell you something. I love that mother. I love Dave. I love Dave Leggio. He's awesome.
Yeah, Boston hat. Those gotta go.
Yeah, what's that all about?
We don't call. Let's be. I'm sorry.
I
we don't
thought you
call
wore
sports.
that just for your trip to Philly today.
There we go. Thank God.
I think that's for so.
It's a 21212 number.
Ooh, New York in the house,
That
huh?
might be my New York attorney. Hold on one second.
No, it's the house line.
Oh,
They're gonna call
hold
you.
on.
Let's see who it is. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, no, Mike's Mike. Ben Mike's Mike.
Hello? Did it answer itself? I didn't hit any buttons.
Well, you got hit on.
The boss said to
Back,
put.
Chris, am I back?
Yeah.
The Godfather? The boss said to push a button on a guy. I push a button. Oh, look, you doubled the sum.
George, it was good having you.
Listen, don't be afraid. We'll welcome you back soon.
Thank you. I was brought in here to make sure Chick got back with the pizza. That's all my job.
No, man, this is hard.
There we go.
Hey, and I can't see. Do you see what is the... Hold on 1 second. I'm looking.
Tell you what, we got to work some kinks out here next week.
Oh, speaker. Here it is. Hello, pizza time.
Hello?
Hello, pizza time.
Goddamn, it's the ghost of Luna.
Is the ghost the Luna?
Wow, holy.
Oh, yeah. Who's that? Chris in the back. Goddamn, Chris Cuno.
Luna.
Oh, Luna.
Yeah, it sounds like
I don't know.
Luna Pizza? West New York
Yeah,
Pizza?
I don't know if I want to play it.
Luna.
Memorial High School Luna Pizzeria?
Yes.
Tommy's father?
Hey, Leggio just said you run out of time. Keep beating. Yeah, Mike, you get a little cocky with your time, Mike.
Yeah, I don't want to
You gotta
get
eat that
that.
crust
That's the
too,
guy's.
Mikey.
Hey, this guy passed away. I don't want to play.
Mike, maybe you should loosen up. You feel confined in that shirt.
All right.
I mean, if you feel
Hey,
comfortable,
guys,
get loose.
I'm
Get a
listening.
little loose, Mike. Can we get a camera on Mike, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mike, you do it, baby. There you feel better? That's what you need. Loosen the belt buckle. Get that shirt off. We apologize to the audience.
Shout out to my wife, please. Get my girls away from the camera, please.
Guys, I'm sorry, but I know Luna. I know the guy passed away, and I don't know if someone's playing a goof or something. Listen, in a show about pizza and love, I don't want to go into people that are deceased. I recently lost my father 2 years ago. Was not really a pizza guy, so I just don't want. I don't want to play with death. You know, I think it's a bad thing, especially this close to being the Valentine's Day, and yesterday and Groundhog Day was recently too.
Mikey, we're at the 10-minute mark. We're looking at I would say 3 slices and 2 crusts left. It's going to be a tough climb, Mike. Going to be a very tough climb.
Chris, you have it? 390-8378.
Gravity gosh. Caution to the wind.
Pizza time. Greg speaking.
Greg, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Who are you?
This is Freddie Castro. I'm trying to get in touch with the living legend, George Tomasello.
Freddie Castro. Wow, man.
Castro.
They got beef?
No, baseball player. Guys, just don't go into baseball talk.
Beef is more interesting.
I warned you guys.
That's where I was going to go first, but first I wanted to say, hey, Chick, you fat bastard, I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Go. But let me tell you
Freddie,
something.
good to
This is
have you,
hard
buddy.
right now. Go.
So,
Hey,
George.
so I see you're starting to bring some North Bergen legends into the show. That's great to see.
Freddie, I have it no other way.
I hear that. One question I have for George. I know you didn't want any baseball talk, Greg, but I got to ask the guy. Hey, George, this year the Somerset Clippers are coming out on fire right now. It looks like the GM has put some guys together. It looks like their team's going to be pretty good this year. How do you feel about the job that the GM did this year?
The GM?
That's right.
Hit my hair.
This is all about loving pizza, Mr. Castro. All about loving pizza.
All right, pizza. All right. My Cold Sweet Drink with pizza.
Yo, bro, thanks.
Freddie, say hello to everybody. I love your mom,
Yeah,
your
Freddie.
dad.
Coke Zero. You got it, Greg. Take care. Good luck with the show. You guys are looking
Oh,
good.
thanks for listening and watching.
Right, thanks for calling. But wait, hold on, Fred, before you hang up.
Answer.
You have any questions about pizza? Anything?
About pizza, yeah. Let me ask you a question. Since
Go
I
ahead.
haven't lived in North Bergen in many years, where's the best pizza right now?
No, I mean, come on, that's a loaded question. It's Roma's.
I'd vote Roma if I had it. I got to go Roma.
I would too, but you know what? I asked for a headshot the other day. They wouldn't give me a headshot.
All right, forget it then.
You know what?
Hey,
You're out. You're
Freddie,
out.
You're out. Freddie, what was your favorite pizza growing up in North Bergen?
Oh, man, I went all over the place, but I used to go to a place in Union City called Termini's. Termini's Pizzeria.
Termini's, yeah?
That was
You know
You guys know that place?
George. That was the beginning of the pizzeria guys. They all started there. Kendolfo,
Nino's by
all the
Kendolfo right
Sea
now.
Caucus pizzeria guys are from there. It's Sal's, the Sal's brothers, the
Yeah,
sons.
sure.
They started.
They
from
all
there.
started there.
From Termini's. Yeah, my parents went there in high school.
That's
how all
an
that place
enormous
is.
contribution to the show, Freddie. See?
Hey, Freddie, that's good stuff.
It doesn't
man.
have to be about
All
baseball.
right, guys, I'll hang up.
All right, Freddie.
You guys can have some fun.
Freddie, we
Thanks,
love
Freddie.
you, man.
Hey, love you,
Say
Freddie.
hello to your parents first.
Thanks for the call, brother. All right, later.
Later, buddy.
Now,
I love those Castros, man.
Yeah,
They're
the
good people,
Castros are
the
the
whole
best.
family.
You know
What did I tell you,
Fred and I
Chris?
still play ball together. I
What?
coached him. He was 10 years old. We still play ball together.
If there was a job to be
Great,
done,
great stuff, right?
I told you to reach out for Tony Rosello. Well, he got back to us already, and he got us a little clarity on the shits and giggles.
Wait, hold
All
on.
right, so
Hold
let me say,
Mikey, you're running out of time. What's the George? What's the clock say?
Honestly, I'll be honest
6
with you.
minutes, 50 seconds, and counting.
You gotta keep fighting, Mike.
Mike, if you're going to quit, you got to take off, like you say, you got to throw in a towel, but since you don't have a towel, you got to throw your shirt in the ring. Take your shirt off and throw it in the ring, and admit that it's over. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, not the bad. It's PG-13.
Look at that.
Oh, my God. You look good, though, Mike.
Mike, I can tell you're working on your pecs.
All right, let me go wide.
He's going to go wide.
Do we have that wide setting? Oh, my
Holy shit.
On pizza time.
All right, guys.
I cannot finish a pie in 25 minutes.
Hey, guys.
But, Mike, I applaud you for giving it a shot. Let's hear it for Mike, everybody.
Who's the big winner here?
Mikey's the big winner. Mikey's the big winner, Mikey.
I thought I had it, but
I'm not going to.
You're out?
You're not going to let it go to waste.
He's out?
He tapped out. He tapped out. He couldn't do it. So now, we're going to say 25 minutes.
It's solidified, though.
He's got 2.5 slices left. So if anybody thinks that they could eat, you know, if they could top this, you could eat a full pie in 25 minutes. Please inbox
That's
me.
a great effort.
And we'll set up for you to come on the show in the next few weeks.
that is heavy.
The white pie is heavier. It's got the regatta.
I'm gonna be DePiero, you gotta try this because I know you like the white pie, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's delicious. It's very
really
good.
So do you want to hear the origin of Shits and Giggles?
Yeah, bring it to
Wow.
us.
Tony Russello was
sorry,
nice
everybody.
enough to look it up for us.
Right, Mikey.
Let me get it out here on my phone. Shits and Giggles
Hold on,
definition.
I'm gonna write this down.
It's very basic. I don't even think we have to write that. It says shits and giggles. Just for fun. A little kick in the pants. And to use it in a sentence, this particular thing says, let's put a flaming bag of shit on Miss Henderson's doorstep. You know, just for shits and giggles.
The flaming bag of shit.
Flaming bag of shit.
That's when they come out and stamp on it and it gets all over their
Right.
feet like Hollywood Nights.
That into Hollywood Nights?
Hollywood Nights, I think.
Hollywood Nights.
Movie.
Was it
No,
Hollywood
it was Hollywood Nights.
Yes, I believe it was.
Did
What
not
was
it-
his name? Newbound Kirk?
Did you ever try that?
Newbound Turk.
Did you ever try it?
Newbound Kirk?
I try to watch what I say on this show, but yeah, I did it several times.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
I gave it a shot too. It was very successful.
You know what? If you didn't do it in the brown bag and you didn't peek it right,
No, it's got to be brown.
no, because sometimes it didn't come out fast enough, and we used to always do it around October, you know, Mischief Night and stuff.
Yeah.
And the wind would always blow so fast, so when they came out, they were petrified. You saw they saw the sparks by the screen door,
Right.
And then when they start jamming on it, one of my friends, he had an Indian family, and we used to break each other's balls back and forth, but it was all good fun.
Protein shot?
He was stamping on it with his sandals, and he had
Protein?
Oh,
but he had those yellow. He had those yellow toenails.
Lit bag of shit on a doorstep.
It looks like it saves.
Oh,
your
yeah,
feet,
just
those
the
yellow
old time.
toenails, you know?
Yeah, but let me ask you guys something. I've never done it.
I done it plenty of
I went to
times.
Fulton. We were
Yeah,
much more
I
involved.
did it.
But
Bad kid.
when do you do this? Do you shit at home in the bag, or this out somewhere?
No, I use dog shit.
I use dog
Yeah,
shit.
we do dog shit
Dog shit.
in a brown
We're on
paper
the same
bag.
page, brother. It's not.
We lit the bag on fire, ring and
run.
run. They come out, shit everywhere.
But
Ketchup bags in there,
Stupid
everything.
me. I didn't know whether it was dog
Well,
shit or
you were
feces.
to Yorktown.
Listen,
Yorktown. You were bougie.
Me and Vinny Fallon didn't roll that
You
way.
were a little bougie up
Sure.
there. You know.
Guys, just hold
Broadway.
on, guys, hold on 1 second. The producers are reeling us back in because we got too far from pizza. We're talking about shit on someone's doorstep and them. But really quick, just to add to that, as we got a little more mature, we would take the loaf of shit now. When our friends that were
Reel
girlfriends,
us back in.
not our real girlfriends, but friends that were girls, you know, and they got their first jobs. Like my friend Jackie Malinetto, she lives out in Phoenix now, but when she got her first job, she was nervous. It was her first day. We went out and put a loaf under her car handle because she got her nails done.
Plenty of times, loogies.
So she was running a little late, and when she came out to put her fingers underneath the lock,
Now see,
she had shit and it caked in her nails. And like to this day, I feel terrible about it.
This
'cause
is
I
why
love
she
her.
moved to Phoenix?
I have a feeling someone's going to blame me for this direction we've gone tonight. I don't know what it is. I'm going to get blamed for this.
Very
direction.
sophomoric.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, what are we going to do for a clip about this time of the show? Let's get one going.
Is it the donkey?
No, we got the one you asked me for.
Oh, the other donkey one.
Here we go.
Guys, check this out. Oh, I gotta hear the slap though. Guys, I'm gonna lean into it a little bit. It's Saturday Night Fever. He spends a lot of time on his hair because he's getting ready. It's that great scene when he gets ready with Al Pacino
We're
posters.
going to get thrown off there because of this?
No, Mike, we're doing 15-minute clips now. Our people wrote in. We already have
I
legal
work
on
on my hair a long time, and you hit it. He hits my hair.
He hits my head.
Can you bring it back until when he gets it in the head? His dad hits him with a really heavy hand, and it's over to take an extra. Oh!
He snapped back.
I'm
though.
sorry,
He
Chris. Can we
snapped
bring it
right back.
Can we bring it one more?
and you hit it.
Look at his. Look at the napkin
Hits my
covering his
hand.
shirt though, because he doesn't want to get into the shirt before Studio 50. Oh, we got him
He
again.
snapped right back, though.
He did,
You
though.
got to give him credit.
Oh, we got him again. One more time, Chris. I'm sorry.
Sick.
Oh, we
Wash
got
the
him.
hair.
Shot.
Sick.
Oh,
Wash the hair.
yeah.
Sick.
Oh, wait, that's the fork. That's the fork hitting the plate, right?
Yeah.
No, I worked on my hair a long time, and you hit it. It hits my hair.
Superior, you're the best, bro. That was good stuff. Lads, we're in here, bro.
Straight ahead, straight ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm still waiting for Mike.
I mean, the good parts.
Look how funny you go.
Hold on. I do, though. I do.
I can't do
Man, I actually, Eddie.
What?
Let's,
And we're back.
Let's go back to pizza a little bit. I have a serious question now, a really serious question.
Go ahead.
Do you know anybody who doesn't like pizza?
No, absolutely not.
Right.
No,
And would you trust somebody who doesn't?
no I wouldn't.
Right. I'd have a very hard time trusting anybody who doesn't like pizza.
No, I could deal with somebody who doesn't drink, and if I say you want to have a drink, and they're like, no,
Right.
I don't drink,
Right.
I'll take
Well,
that
that-
before
yeah, that's-
unless I
Unless they had
offered you a slice.
Unless they had a problem with drinking.
well,
They get a
they're
pass.
trying to quit. Yeah. Well, that's what I think. Chris, if we could start looking, I want to know to our listeners, as of course today is Ash Wednesday. A lot of people like to give something up now until Easter. What are you giving up?
I'm not.
Well, you've been good. You've been on a diet lately, and you.
Yeah.
So to talk, but you had it.
I wouldn't give up pizza.
Oh no, of course I do.
I just got a text message
What do you got, Mike?
from Danny Lita.
Oh, he's a good.
Hey
man.
Mike, father and son, Summit Pizza, Presto, Filippo's in Hoboken, all related. They were all brothers, the Centrella family.
Told you.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't
look at
know
that. It's a lineage right
Pretty
there.
cool.
We're going to do a whole board. We're working on it. I got a lot of
Yeah.
pictures, but we're not ready there. We're not there
We
yet.
got to do one of those boards like those.
Thanks, Danny Lita.
Mikey, let me
Capo
ask you something.
regime.
Yeah.
The pizzeria you went to today in Linwood Plaza, was it as clean as Danny's place?
It was clean. No, but it was
Danny's
clean.
place is immaculate, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
They were
it's
taking a
very
bath
clean.
over there, though.
It's like
They were.
Vincent's in Roma, clean, very clean.
Mike, what do you? I don't know if you're practicing Catholic or whatever it may be.
I don't
but,
practice. I'm Catholic.
Do you give something up for Lent? Or?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'm not
Why
into
not,
that.
Mike?
No,
This
I'm
is
just
something
not into
you
that.
get.
It's not my
Show.
thing. Nah.
How about you, Eddie?
Nah.
I really don't know. I mean, I
think-
guess I'm going to try and give up, if this is a real thing, the late night snacking. I'm going to try and stop eating at
Yeah,
8 o'clock.
it's a-
Is that a-
Legio-
is that a
Legio's
sacrifice?
giving up beer.
It's too big.
And Greg, what do you plan to do? Anything?
Well, I'm going to give up not dating because
So does that mean you're going to start dating?
I'm going to start dating.
You're
Yeah,
gonna start
because I think it's time for me. I think it's time Jimmy Chipwell starts playing ball. I'm going to get back in the game. Lad, you all right, kid? All right.
That was me.
What?
And Chris, what about you? Chris, you were a St. Joe's boy, so obviously, it's been drilled into our brain that we have to give up something. What are you going to give up?
You know what? I was taught that maybe you could pick something up instead of giving something up. You can
Ooh.
start doing a healthier life instead of just
Wow. You know what? You should have been a priest. That's good stuff.
That's not. You got to give something up. You gotta suffer.
You haven't answered the question, though, yet, Chris.
You're going to go as far as alcohol?
You're avoiding the question, aren't you?
He is dancing around.
He's
isn't he?
dancing. He's dancing.
You know, I got this
Doing a
trampoline
jig.
at home. I bought this trampoline, and they said it was good exercise.
Legio, how we doing back there, kid? You good? All right, pal.
I was watching him.
Yeah.
I was watching him. What is he doing back there?
Somebody keep an eye on
in
Leg.
the neighborhood. Let you work
Somebody
in
keep
your
an eye on Leg.
neighborhood.
Gave him a bunch of Jameson before. I gave him a bunch of Jameson before.
But he's gonna go. Check. Go keep an eye on Leg.
Staircase is bad out there.
Legio!
Lad, stay away from that staircase. It's like triple. It's like triple. Like, I guess the peak. The
You
peak.
tried to chase Chip down a couple weeks ago. It didn't work out.
No,
You almost
I
fell.
kept going into the
He
snow.
almost killed himself.
But you know what I noticed today too, Greg? Because usually around Sundays I like to go out and get my sandwich for the day, and that around brunch time, and I see, it's about when mass lets out, and you see a certain amount of people come out. I drove by a lady at Fatima today about 3:15, loaded.
Oh, packed.
Loaded. What is it? But
My
why
dad
do
used to
you
call them
feel-
A&P Catholics.
Yeah, A&P
ashes,
Catholics.
ashes and palms.
That's what they do.
Yeah, they go for ashes and palms. They think like that's going to save them. And then you get the real wacky
But
ones
doesn't it?
that do the wax on the throat, or they wash their feet. That's a whole nother 2 other episodes they do. It's a whole thing with Jesus, and he got his feet washed. Chris, can you elaborate? Where's your microphone? What are you doing back there? You know what? I had just about enough of your attitude tonight.
He gave up caring for Lent.
He gave up caring.
Legio, what'd you give up for Lent?
Upset about? What are you upset about?
I got 2.
What'd you give up for Lent?
Oh, you're doing well though. Can I tell you guys a little bit of a story about when I was in Italy?
Legio ate a cheesesteak today.
I'm gonna unplug this.
I'm glad.
In everybody's face.
I'm glad Mike's listening.
What? Fish Wednesday.
All right. So I'm not going to tell the story because Mike doesn't want to listen. He doesn't want to listen. So all right, here. So I'm going to Italy, right? And I'm going to Italy. I'm going to the Vatican for Easter Mass probably about 5 years ago, and I'm a big Catholic. I really am. I said I grew up in the church and in a few churches I belong to still, but I'm telling John Shaw, John Shaw, that I'm going to Italy, and I said, I carry a lot of cash on me, right?
Don't go that way, Ledge.
So he tells me, Ledge, stay in here. Don't go out that other door because it gets really weird out there. It gets weird out there for me, and I can see.
Chris, grab him.
Grab him. Don't let him go out that door. Close that door when he comes back in, so he can't. So, listen. So back to the Vatican.
Anxiety.
I need Ash.
Listen. So back to the Vatican. John Shaw tells you get a money belt. Now, I don't know what a money belt is unless I saw a Midnight Run. Remember see Midnight Run?
Yes.
I think you said you had money, but I didn't know you had money. You remember at the end?
I do remember.
It gives them like $500,000. So I buy this money belt, and I'm wearing it all through Italy, Florence, Venice, all these places. So we finish out back at Rome. We get ready to fly out. We go to Easter Mass at the Vatican. And nobody, we went to New York. I watched the tree in December. No one's ever tried to pickpocket me. At least I never got pickpocketed.
Right.
Unless I was rolled when I was wasted or something. But all of a sudden, finally, I'm watching the Mass. The Pope comes out, and I feel something smack against my back pocket. I'm like, here it is. This is what he's talking about. The Italians, they're going to pickpocket me in Vatican Square today of all days.
They saw you coming.
I turned around quick, and I lost weight because it was my honeymoon, my first honeymoon. And I turned around quick. To get ready to throw.
I lost weight.
It was an older nun. She went on her knees, lost her balance, and it was her face that hit me in the back pocket. I swear to God. Dude, that's terrible.
That's hot, Chris goes.
I bought, after that, I bought like 10 sets of rosary beads. I felt like I had to give back some. And I was still scared to go in my little money pouch.
I want to get back to this washing the feet thing. Can you go to any church? Is this an obligation of the priest or a sister to do this?
Listen, guys at home, I know there's a lot of Catholics out there because we're a PG-13 show. So look up why do they have to go there? Sometimes people get their feet washed at church. I know what happens. It's during the year. Also, the wax thing. There's something about the throat with the wax they do. But
I've never heard of it.
What are you talking about?
Well, you're not real Catholics. You're A&P Catholics.
Wait, this is about pizza, not Italy.
I'm a pea Catholic because I have no ashes
Did you make
on my
a pie?
head. If I'm any Catholic, I'm a pea Catholic right now. I have no ashes on my head.
Yeah. But listen, were you the palm guy that made the little intertwined cross with it, like left it on your mantle or your refrigerator? Did you get those weirdos too?
Yeah.
They think they're more Catholic because they leave it in the
you
open.
hang them from your rearview mirror.
Yeah.
Pizza time. Pizza time.
Mike, if you want attention, we'll give it to you. But the other thing is, it's like the Wicker Man. Like when you ever see the movie The Wicker Man when they build that whole Wicker thing?
Was that Nicolas Cage?
It was it was the remake, but Nicolas Cage. Yeah, they burn him alive at the end.
Yeah, I thought
if anybody at home gets a chance, watch Wicker Man. If you really don't like Nicolas Cage, he gets burned by women at the end. That's awesome. Like really lit on fire. But back to Chris Shapiro. Any microphones working over there? All right. So let's go back to one more.
Put that on the to-do list.
Hey, hold on.
Needs a microphone.
Need new microphones.
So George, you know who I'm sure is listening tonight, and I just learned 2 weeks ago. He texted me at about midnight. You know Denny Velasquez and Oscar Velasquez are big fans of the show now.
Oh, they really?
What?
Yeah, that's our boy.
They were linebackers.
Denny.
I've known Denny longer than that. I mean, I know Denny.
No
we played
audio?
Little League baseball. No, junior minor baseball together. We were 7 years old.
What was the name of the team? Do you remember?
Of course, you know the name of the team.
Unico?
No,
would I remember?
True's Deli.
True's.
My first job. I was at my first job.
Where was True's Deli?
True's Deli.
74th and 75th and Broadway, right in the middle.
Really?
Remember Anton's was on the corner. Then you had True's Deli, and now Palermo's is in that spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, True's Deli.
Was that part of the original?
Yes, Tiny Liquors.
Tiny's on 78th, right.
That's when that plane crash was, 1957. It took out half that building.
Do you know what my first minor league team was? And it's legendary. Yogi Burger.
Yogi
Remember
Burger with the hole in the middle.
Silver Bowl.
That was Silver
That was Silver
Bowl.
Bowl.
They
It
used
had
to
the
get the
hole
free
in the
glasses
middle.
of Aquaman and everything.
It's a terrible
Was it
hamburger.
bad?
They were horrible.
I
They
think
were
they
like hockey
sponsored us
pucks.
one year because they only survived 1 year.
1 year. They were like hockey pucks.
I wasn't old enough to remember it, but I remember they gave the free glass of like the Aquaman and the Superman, and you got to leave with it.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
We had them for like 10 years past that. My mother was very secure with her glasses. Chris, any closer?
I'm just putting pressure on you. I'm sorry. I know it's Ash Wednesday. You don't have your ashes. I already spoke to Father Carmine. He's waiting for us downstairs, and he's going to come up if you want, and we can get our ashes.
Yeah, I got no ashes. I would love that.
All right. So, if he's listening, Father Carmine, we're here. So if I get beat up tonight, it won't be so bad since now I got the baby and the kid.
I do hear something in the background rumbling. Is that the exhaust fan from the Chinese?
Yeah, the man's like this.
Somebody go to the number 5.
So,
crazy.
So, Chick, can we ask you? I want to hear about your experience with eating that pizza. What was the hardest part of eating the pizza?
It was heavy.
It was heavy. So did it get heavier towards the end?
Yes, it
or
was getting
heavy?
colder. The dough was getting wider. Everything was expanding. The cheese was getting cold. Yes.
So the problem was that if it was hot the whole
I'm
time...
not going to make excuses, but...
Well, we need to know for the next time, because, Greg, you need to know because we don't get worse around here. We
I don't
get
know if
better.
there's going to be a next time.
I know, but can I ask you something? I mean, just as a a fan of you trying to eat that pie, what would possess you to drive to Philly and go to Tony Luke's for a huge hero today if you knew you had a...
This kid!
Oh, you're going to blame Legio?
I don't blame Legio.
I'll do it. I'm going to do it soon, but you know what? I have to get less... You know what? Listen, I'll be honest with you. My mom makes Del Monte sauce. It's no seeds. It's tomato sauce. The small cans.
Okay.
She can make this. If I can get the sauce to a pizzeria, Vincent's, I'll do it.
Wait, you want your mom's sauce to go to a famous pizzeria for them to
I
make
have to because I can't have this seeds.
I don't know if you're going to pull that out, man.
I know I can. They love me up there. Yeah,
Really?
of course.
Well, Mike, if you had us
He's willing to go
think
again.
of somebody else in town,
Because there was only 2.5 slices left. And let me tell you, that shit was heavy, bro.
who else they could do it? If you had to recommend somebody who you would challenge right now, who you
Mike Appel.
Mike's a big cat. Mike's a big dude.
Big dude,
Mike
heavy.
Appel.
Russell Pascal's a big guy like that. Johnny Kirsanella, you said puts
Johnny-
away a lot
oh,
of
he
pizza.
could put
I'll be honest with you. I love John Kirsanella, but I don't trust him because it's a personal. It goes back to being religion that we're a little bit on that because Ash Wednesday. He was supposed to read a reading from John at my wedding, and what happened was he didn't show up. He got arrested because he was scrapping. He was stealing sewer caps and using that to scrap. So my brother got up and replaced
Show
him.
about love and pizza.
No, but
love and
my
pizza.
brother Chenzo, he's very good on his feet, so he got up and did the reading from John. But instead of saying the reading from John, he goes, "This was originally a reading from John." And I was like, I looked at it, I was like, you just took away like the moment of I'm like, doing my seventh sacrament or whatever, and you had to, you couldn't get John out of jail.
bro.
But Johnny, we love you. If you resurface, please, we'd love to get you in there with a pizza. We'd like you to go head to head against Russell to see who can eat as many at the same time, because I know you guys are very competitive together. But what's the matter? You okay?
Have it, Mikey. You got a text. What kind of text you get?
I got Mikey Chick telling me I'm nuts.
Wow.
Well, you're telling me
that's a moment. That's a moment.
I'd like to see the Kirsanella go against Pascal with a Rottweiler too. We put like three of them. We gotta tie some type of animal in too. Is there any way we could like pen them? Like pen all three? Wait, hold on. I can draw it. Like we could pen them across from each other.
That's some drawing, Nate.
That's nice. Let's look at that drawing. That's perfect. That's perfect.
It's right. But we'll put the Rottweiler here. We could put Johnny here, and we'll keep Russell away from him. And then in here, we can maybe, what can we get in here? Another animal? Like,
Muskrat or something.
And then, you know what? We put the clock up here so none of them can get to them with their greasy fingers.
It sounds like a deal. Sounds like a...
All right, guys, it's out there. We're putting it out there at Pizza Time. Russ Pasquale, John Kirsanella. We're really excited. And if one of you have a Rottweiler, it'll be awesome. But we can also farm one out if we need to. And
a muskrat.
And a muskrat. I don't know. We're going to work on that.
We're going to work on that. Yeah.
Maybe, hopefully, a mongoose.
A mongoose.
We
That's
get
the better
something
one.
crazy.
Well, Chris, I'd like to put out a challenge.
I don't like pizza, George.
Well, with the funds we've gotten from some of our sponsors so far, how about we put out a challenge? If someone could come in here, and if they could do a pie, I'm knocking down to 25 minutes because I could see it can be done.
It can be done.
You come in and you do it in 20 minutes, it's a $100 cash prize.
Oh, I like
You
Wow.
get
I like that.
right into us or give me a call. We'll have you on the show in the next couple of weeks. Same deal, but it's 20 minutes, one full pie, $100.
I might go off my diet for this.
You can do a whole pie?
20 minutes, whole pie?
You just watch Mike fail miserably.
Yeah. My stomach shrunk, though.
It was the regatta. It was the regatta.
Because of regatta. And you know why it was cold?
No, it was getting cold. It was getting more heavier.
I have the window open because I moved Scorsese over.
No, I had
to the
nothing to
middle.
do with that, buddy.
Has anybody, any of our listeners, done it already? Write in this way Chris could tell us. I'm just curious because I don't think I've ever tried to do it, but I think my personal best is probably 5. And,
Yeah, 5. I've done 5,
I've
4, 5.
probably done 5 once or twice.
Nah,
3 is
seriously, I
regular.
don't think at my largest size and I don't think
I know I can't.
at my fighting weight, not a chance. I can't do a pie. I'll be honest with you. I mean,
Hey, Chris, could you put the camera on you for a second? Yeah. Thanks, bro.
hey, look at Chris.
I don't feel good.
You're right, Greg. You're right.
Yeah, I just
We back?
we're back. Yeah. Thank you.
I fixed it.
Yeah. Oh, you got the microphone going?
No,
Oh,
I'm
beautiful.
just covered. Yeah, just
Legio, what are you doing over there, buddy?
I'm gonna go
You're really quiet over there, Ledge. What's going on, brother?
And he's gonna go check on him.
What do you say?
You want to have another cup?
Yeah, make sure he's all right over there.
Make
Ed.
sure it's a bug. So George,
Yeah.
out of all the ones we talked about, right? Bun in the oven. What was the other sayings we were talking about? We had a few up there.
We had the coup de grace.
The coup de grace.
The coup de
Let's
grace.
talk about the coup de grace. That's a good one. I always thought the coup de grace was something about like sort of like knocking somebody out of power that was in power. You know what I mean?
That's a coup.
Oh, but a coup de grace. Just
A coup de grace is something a little different than a coup.
Can you elaborate?
I think. Well, a coup de grace. The coup de grace is the extreme greatest. I think the extreme greatest thing that can happen.
What's this number here?
So if I knock out like a leader, like when
Right.
they tried to do like Valkyrie, knock out Hitler, that's not a coup de grace. Like
That's
to
not
be
a
the greatest thing to take over.
No, that's a coup.
But it has nothing to do with coup de grace.
Has nothing to do with coup de grace.
If anybody's out there, you really look that up.
The
That's
coup,
awesome.
the coup de grace. Does anybody know what the coup de grace is?
The coup de grace.
That's how you
Yeah.
spell it. Coup de grace.
But check that out for us and get
Coup de
back.
grace.
Mikey, do you have any idea?
What? I don't know nothing about
you
that,
weren't
Greg.
paying
You know that?
attention.
No, you know. I don't know nothing about TV.
What do you think that means? You don't know what that means?
Nah, I don't know. Honestly.
Chris, any ones that you can think of that you can bounce to us and
Contribute to the show a little? Not for nothing.
not for nothing.
Oh, wait.
Oh, we got a caller.
You're a little nervous.
We got a caller.
Got it. Hold on.
One second.
Got it. Gregory's got it.
That's it.
He's yo. Jamal Wilkins, not Wilkinson. Wilkins. It's Jamal Wilkins,
Jamal, what's up, kid?
not Wilkinson. It's Wilkins.
calling about the update. I got a basketball update.
Okay, give it to us.
Basketball update in overtime. North Bergen beat Hackensack.
Yeah.
6-81.
Yeah.
It was. I got there at halftime. Got there at halftime. Bruins up 8. Longest third quarter of all time. Both teams in a penalty. Refs, quick whistle, back and forth. But the cloud, the North Bergen cloud, was coming over.
It's crazy.
Over 74th Street. It was getting intense. I'm like, oh no, the wheels are going to fall off. The wheels are going to fall off. The wheels fell off for the Bruins. Their two best players fouled out in overtime. Wheels
Oh
fell
my
off.
God.
It was 69-72. Bruins up 3 seconds left. Steph Curry 3, light-skinned kid, lefty.
Wow.
Hits it. 72-72. We got to go to overtime. Whole team's in foul trouble. Who's our two best players? Down 5 with 2 minutes to go.
What's the coup de grace?
We're down 1. They turn
Give
it
us
over.
the coup de
We get
grace.
ball pass the Angel of Brew. I don't even know he's on the varsity team.
Are you trying out for a sports show? Listen, I'm not gonna lie. You just had me nodding it off. What happened? Listen, I know you're into it. I know you love the game, and I appreciate that. But I just, my eyes started to get a little droopy. And but Jamal, you know how dangerous we are here. When you were a great guest. So really quick, did George's son play, Caramara?
No, he wasn't cleared.
He wasn't cleared yet?
No.
Okay. All right.
Oh, they sound so much better. Yo.
Yeah,
100
whatever
times.
you did, man. Sounds
Whatever you did,
I'm off.
Are you really off?
Yeah, I'm off.
No, you're not. I can hear. Yeah, I hear you.
Jamar, that was awesome. Thanks, brother. Love you.
All right, we got the coup de grace. We received some information from my anonymous source again that states the coup de grace is a death blow to end the suffering of a severely wounded person or animal. So it's the end. It's the end. That's what I was trying to say. It's the hoof.
Wow, the hoof.
It's the hoof. It's the end. It's the end.
On that note, can we get the donkey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love a good donkey segment.
Yeah,
George, when you're here for it, it's just so amazing. When I look at it, I get so excited.
Leggio's getting down over there.
There it is. Ledge, you gotta listen to this, man. It's good stuff. See if you can pick out his voice. Yeah, look at him. Oh, that's not our guy. That guy's wild too. Look at him. Hey, the hero, he's got something else going on. He's not like our guy. Look at him.
Oh, that's a different one?
That's a different
He
one.
may be with child.
He's got a bun in the oven.
He's got a bun in the oven,
He's
George.
got a bun in the oven.
Oh my God, that one was crazy. It must have took you a while to find that guy.
Yeah, I just hit play.
Now, Chris, do we have another clip from... give me a little De Niro. You got anything with De Niro?
I do.
Come on.
Set
looking forward to
Eddie's
this.
already here at creative meetings without me.
Set text
It
me.
only took him 2 weeks.
Although we got a good scene here. That's when he goes to the Goumon's
Is
house.
this Maury's Wigs?
Jimmy, how are ya?
Good.
Thank you.
I love Paulie.
See you.
See you.
Hi, Paulie.
Hi, honey.
How
are you?
Good.
Why don't you go give us cigarettes, okay?
You need anything?
My mom.
Wow.
You a drink?
No, this...
Look at the Asian motif. Look at the Asian motif.
What's that?
That's big at that time. Janet Rossi.
Janet Rossi. Janet Rossi.
It's a whore. Janet Rossi is a
You had a
whore.
whore living in your building, sir.
Very upset.
Let's get
It's
it.
no good. You gotta straighten this thing out.
Gotta have calm now. You understand? With her, we don't know what the hell she's gonna do. She's getting all hysterical. She gets very excited.
She's wild.
He's wild.
And you gotta take it easy. You got children. I'm not saying you gotta go back there this minute, but you gotta go back. I mean, it's the only way. Gotta keep up appearances.
You got the two of them coming over the house every day, commiserating. The two of them.
Commiserating.
We can't have it. We can't have it.
Nobody says that you can't do what you want to do.
Yeah, do what you want to do. We all know that. I mean, this is what it is. Okay?
This is what it is.
Do the right thing.
We can't have
Go
it.
home to the family. You understand? You gotta go home. Okay? Look at me. You gotta go home. Smarten up.
Smarten up.
All right?
All right. I'm gonna talk to Karen. I'll straighten this thing out. I know just what to say to her. Okay? I'm gonna tell her you're gonna go back to her, and everything's gonna be just
Then
like
it'll
it
get
was
some
when you were
furs.
first married. The romance is gonna be beautiful. I know how to talk to her, especially to her. In the meantime, Jimmy and Tommy are going down to Tampa this weekend to pick up something for me. Instead, you go with Jimmy.
Yeah, you come with me. We'll go down. Okay?
Have a good time. Take some time for yourself. Relax. Sit in the sun. Take a couple of days off.
Have a good time.
Enjoy yourselves. And when you come back, you go back to Karen. Huh?
Smart enough.
Please, there's no other way. You're not going to get a divorce. We're not on the Molly.
Classic scene.
Yeah.
We gotta kill it. We gotta kill it because we're coming up on that 1 minute.
We're not on
Yeah. They'll take us off the air.
We're not on a mile.
Whenever in jeopardy, go right back to the donkey. Yeah, Mikey, that was better. That was better this week. You did it good.
I'm always doing it good.
No, he does a good donkey.
Sorry.
All right. You threw a car crash in there randomly? Is that because the show's a car crash?
So, Mike, what do you got planned like next week? What are you guys making any field trips? Any different places?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You're a defeated man right now. Look at you. You can't even
I'm
look.
disgusted.
You better take the laxative.
My stomach's killing me.
It's all right.
No, actually, it's really not killing me. It's not.
You know, just don't hit the castle on the way home. 'Cause that doesn't hurt you.
No, forget about it. I'm bringing Leggio to fucking White. I'm bringing Leggio to White
You
Castle.
like the castle?
Yeah, he likes everything.
He's got room. He didn't just eat 6 slices. He can put a few burgers back right now.
Leggio, he's a trooper, this kid.
Let me
He
ask
can
you a
eat,
question.
boy.
Where'd you go and get the cheesesteaks in Philly?
We went to Tony Luke's.
Tony Luke's?
That was his
Just,
spot.
That's your spot. I was a Philly guy, so I used to do Gino and Pat's.
Nah.
Get a little loose down there. I used to do 1-on-1, but I would hire the guys in the neighborhood. If you gave them money, they would go around the side and get you, so you have to wait in line.
Oh, that's nice.
Because like they were just guys. Yeah, that's how they made their
That's what
money.
Mikey said. It's like a tourist trap.
Yeah, no good, man.
What do
No
you like better,
good.
Geno's or Pat's?
You know what? I was always so a little out there, like, so I never really understood or
You don't
tasted
really
it.
have an opinion.
Yeah, and back then I used to occasionally smoke a cigarette once or twice.
Tony
so, like,
Luke's.
it was just not good.
Tony Luke's.
Mike, what you have?
I had the pulled pork. Frank Bell told me to have the pulled pork with provolone. The broccoli, I like the broccoli.
Oh my God, that sounds.
That sounds.
Reggie had the hot peppers. He likes the spicy
He
shit. Right?
pounded that shit on.
Yeah.
This kid's a beast. He inhaled it, bro. I was only on half. He inhaled it. This kid could do a pie in 25 minutes.
Lad, you think you
Let's
do it?
do it.
No,
he
he's
doesn't
denying it.
You think he can do a case of beer in 25 minutes?
Yeah, but not on the show with that staircase. That staircase is crazy. I don't want.
I did bolt that door.
Yeah, I know. That staircase is nuts. Ledge. Let me ask you: when you came up that staircase, were you nervous? Because I'm nervous when I come up it. Are we closing down? Is it the symbol?
It's over.
There it is.
No, we got
Ledge in the other room.
There he is.
Look how patriotic he looks. The flag.
There he is.
Salute the flag.
There, Ledge. Yeah.
God bless America.
All right, I'm gonna start.
Seto, I see you texting me before set.
Set coming in.
You're a big show watcher. I like that.
Yeah.
When are you coming in, set?
He won't come in. He's
Hey, well, you don't
no,
stop
he
it.
wants to come in around Christmas so he can sell jewelry. That's what he told me.
Oh, what are you talking stupid for, stupid? Hey, Mikey John, where's Seto? Hey, Seto, what are you doing, stupid?
Chris, can we? Is it possible we can get the Jeff Spicoli pizzeria seed? If you could pull it up, I'm gonna give you some time. I know I'm running you through the mill tonight, and I really apologize. It's the classroom scene. We're gonna get a little loose. We're gonna finish up getting a little loose.
Besides for that, people, we were talking about the Tony Luke's field trip that Leggio and Mikey took today. I don't know if all of you are doing it, but if you go to Michael Ciccarelli's page and you follow him, every day he does a live video, and it's good stuff. I've been talking about like 500-700 people are watching this kid eat a burger. I don't understand it myself, but
I got
if you want to get in on that.
1,100 from Hiram's the other day.
Just Mikey, tilt the microphone different.
The video from Alma was amazing. That linguine with the cheese.
Alfredo sauce from scratch.
So you're telling me if I go in there, I can't get that?
No.
Only come on, I don't know.
Mom gets very mad when you change the order. They
not at me.
They
though.
had like, you know, something like you want to split an order with somebody, they'll put on like $3 extra if you split it with the two plates. If you do it there, it goes up like $12.
Unless you talk
Because
Italian
he wants
to
to like
them.
stick it up your ass. That's what
You
he
need
does.
to bring Big Sal with you. You talk Italian to them, you get whatever you want.
Well, yeah, it's like,
I'm going to go white from there, too, though. They want me over there live.
Oh, where?
Anytime I want.
Where? Oh,
no,
Massimo's
What
the
is
best.
the exact pronunciation of this? Now, I know
I
Sal.
say
Sal says aum.
It is aum.
which
It is,
means-
but I say
Sal told me it means slow down. Take it easy. Like,
Yeah.
don't kill yourself. Take your time eating.
Yeah.
But that's not the case there. They're trying to flip those tables. They're getting a turnover in there.
They put a lot of pressure on you.
Didn't they really?
Yeah, they rush you.
Yeah,
They
they
rush
asked,
you.
we were like really a couple of heads, and they asked us, "Do you mind waiting?" Like, all right, if I mind waiting, and you give up my table, that's like a 45-minute wait.
Really?
So that's they suck you in at the bar. But I'm not talking bad of the place.
No,
I'll
yeah.
sit there for 2 hours because I don't.
That's not
I
what we
love
do
the
on
place.
pizza time. About love and pizza.
That's all we do is love.
But let me just tell you, if there's a way they could turn the heat down in there,
Oh, my
some
God.
of our heaviest.
You were pouring sweat in there, Greg. You sweat. You pour. You got to leave.
I had to walk out 3 times to get some air. It was crazy.
How about when
Yeah.
people come in and they're holding the door too long? My reaction's like, "Hey, buddy, close
Hold
the
up.
door."
No.
Then I'm like, a little longer.
Yeah.
Longer. Keep it open, buddy. Be rude.
You know, it's probably only like 2,000 square feet, maybe
It's
3,000 tops, and it got that big oven, and so it's
oven's monsters.
burnt. But get a ceiling fan, do something.
Mondo Pagnozzi wants me to let David Leggio drive my car, and I navigate him.
Is he still going to guarantee the
Send
car?
the woman,
Well, he's still guaranteed it.
Exactly. Yeah, Mondo actually. And Mondo, will you reimburse me if anything happens? Will you reimburse me on the crash if I do this for you?
Well, now, Michael-
I'll do it. To be honest with you, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck if I go to jail or not. I'll do it for pizza time.
Ledge.
Pizza time. Pizza time. Pizza time.
Mike, you get crazy.
Mikey, pizza time.
It was too much pizza. Too much pizza. Too much pizza.
Mike,
where's that?
You're shaking everything. Mike, listen, Mikey, I'm proud of you. I love your energy. I can't believe you do that with all that carbs in your body.
Mikey, let me ask him. Right, Mikey, Mondo's
All right,
you too.
Relax.
Like the Three Stooges act.
He struck me first.
Mikey, Mondo's a big eater. Could he do a whole pie? Could he do a pie?
Mondo's at Roses. He ate a whole what was it, gabagool sandwich, and he had a side of lasagna and.
Well, can you get him in
gabagool?
Mondo?
He had a whole gabagool.
So we're putting him out there. Armando Pagnosi.
I think Armando Pagnosi could do it.
Well, the challenge is out there to Armando. From
More wide, Paulie, more wide.
Michael, what's the name of his car dealership?
Sprint Auto.
Sprint Auto on Tunley Avenue. Mondo is a really good guy.
60 years.
All right, real quick. I met Mondo last night, and I don't want to jump on this story, but I went in to use an ATM at Jimmy D's House of Blues.
Oh, he loves it.
Why I would use that ATM, I don't know. Jimmy's a very shrewd businessman. I think I paid like $7 in like fees.
Yeah.
Good for Jimmy. Good for him.
But Mondo was in there, and he starts pulling me out pictures. His mom had just passed away, and they own all that land back behind where his auto shop is.
Yeah.
He has the Italian peppers.
Everything.
He makes his mozz. He makes his bread. He rises. He was showing me more pictures. I went in there. I wound up buying 4 drinks for him and his friends. Between the Jimmy D's, the fee that I had to pay out of the machine, I went in there to take out $200.
$60 you spent right there.
You don't have a pot to
I
piss
left
in.
with like $140.
Nor a window to throw it out.
Can we get the camera over here, please? I just got some text messages from Mondo. Can we get a camera here?
So you can read it. Oh, he's sending pictures of pies.
Oh, come on.
Sit, Mikey. No, he's sending me his. I
No,
told
he's
him
sending pictures.
he's got amazing pictures. He showed me last night. They were amazing.
Mikey's getting a little loose.
Yeah, look at Mikey's getting.
He's getting a little loose.
But you know what?
Ooh.
Look at that. He makes his own. That's guys. That's out there. That's civilian pizza.
That's a
That's
good
not a
pizza.
professional.
Yeah, civilian.
That's Mondo, bro.
That's civilian pizza.
He says he wants to bring some pizza.
He knows Michael's a civilian.
And he
It's
says
lots
if
of
I let
men
him-
would never do
If I
anything.
crash my car, he'll give me his Porsche Carrera.
Okay.
All right.
Can he give me a
Don't
deal on
recommend it.
Legio, you're driving.
Let's
I don't
you're on
recommend
tonight.
it.
Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah!
He says we'll get 1 million views if that ever happens.
So, Chris, how did we do tonight with viewership? Did we get some good numbers?
In the 80s.
Same
We
as
didn't-
last
we
week.
didn't break 100.
Oh. Well, that's because Mikey let us down.
Are we going to have Gino DiCarlo ever on the show? Is Gino going to come on the show? I'm just curious.
Gino gives us a lot of compliments. He'd like to come up.
Uh-huh.
He said, but he won't come unless Hennessy does 2 pies in 25 minutes.
Woo! You know, Mike, that's the same thing. Now, are there weight classes here? Like if I can't be expected to eat the same amount as Mike Appel or Mike Hennessy.
That would be a good face-off. Mike Appel and Mike Hennessy?
Stop screaming.
We don't have a big enough
be-
studio.
yo, that would be-
they're too tall men. They're big guys.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Of course we
had
do.
the radio outside of Big Mouth.
and
Legend.
Big Mouth and Quick Check.
She used to dress
She's
in
on?
purple.
We have somebody who says they can get her on the show.
It's the call.
No, we don't do that.
She cut her hair
Good
short.
people. She Mary never bothered anyone.
She's like 2 steps away from Vinny Warhead.
Oh, like a peace
I
and
mean,
love.
I'm sorry,
Peace and love, and that was so wrong.
Vinny DiNicola, I meant.
Yeah, that's what I was correcting. I love Vinny
Without
Warhead.
peace,
I
love,
love
and
Vinny
peace.
Warhead.
You know what? I'm sorry, Mike. He got me all excited when he did that.
Chris, we're going to have to do a little editing.
I do.
There'll be editing done on the show
I do.
afterwards.
When you got all excited,
So
you
if
got
you
me
caught it
excited.
live-
Yeah,
I forgot where it
let's
was.
go. Let's get crazy. Come on.
No.
Mike,
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 right now, because you shake the cameras. I don't want that going on.
The
Nothing to
Chinese
lose
Chinese
one.
restaurant downstairs is complaining.
Yeah.
We got a compliment from Julie Campbell Desort. She said she'd love to see you on camera.
Wow.
Thank you. I love
She
the
said,
family.
what a great shot of Chick eating the pizza. She loved it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. In my belly. In my belly.
Speaking of Julie Campbell Desort,
Yes.
can we go a little Fast Times right now? Because
Wasn't
that's
she a
about
track
her.
star? Right?
That was your transition, Julie Desort, to Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That was my transition.
You were reaching on that one.
Spicoli.
You think we'll get kicked off of this? It's not. It's long, but not long. If that makes sense. By the way, there's no sausage on this pizza. It's just coming from a pizza guy. Watch when he opens the box on the
Spicoli.
principal's desk. Not that I'm paying attention like that.
I can't even hear you, Greg.
Am I hallucinating here? Just what in the hell do you think you're doing?
Learning about Cuba, having some food.
Mr. Spicoli, you're on dangerous ground here. You're causing a major disturbance on my time.
You know, I've been thinking about this, Mr. Han. If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time?
Am I off, Chris?
Certainly, there's nothing wrong with.
I love those quick claps.
Kind enough to bring us a...
Yeah. Those quick claps.
Yeah, it's nice, right? There's no sauces on the pizza, not to be at Buzzkill. But look. Oh my God, leave it hand got involved. How sad Spicoli
Oh,
is.
he's so sad.
That's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Have you ever tried it?
You're ripping my card.
You ever tried ordering your pizza to class?
I never did. No. Chinese food. But
yeah.
it was a Christmas holiday.
Yeah, okay, so that's okay.
They bought the duck. It was smiley. It was smiling at me. That's a little. What is that? We're referring to Christmas Story, where they go out because the Bumpus' dogs ate the guy's turkey.
Fa-ra-ra-ra-ra.
Remember, we gotta get out of here. We're at Fort Lee.
That's right. I forgot about that. This is my favorite part. Now, I just looked at the page. It said there's 500 comments.
Oh, we did. We got 500.
I got to get up so goddamn early in the morning that I don't have a chance to read them tonight. But it's my favorite thing tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning when I watch it. We do.
Realizing how obnoxious we've gotten during the course of the show. Mike, you've hit a new high tonight.
Mike, thank you, man. You're awesome.
You did do a hell of a job with your trip today. Like I said, everybody check into Mike's page with that live feed every day. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. Every day I look forward to it.
We'll get ready for that donkey, and we're going to start closing off. We're going to start thanking some people. Ed, you want to pull that up? It was just thanking some people that were watching.
Sure. Well, once again, as always, our sponsor, JR's, down in Seaside Heights, and also... I forgot to mention the
RC Cola and Pop Rocks.
Exactly. Michael, don't try that again.
He likes it. Michael likes anything.
Latitudes is now sponsoring us, which Kevin also owns.
Oh, wow.
This kid is all over the place
Love
down
this
there.
guy. You know what? He's put a lot of trust in us.
Yeah, he really has. He really has.
He wants us bad.
Well, Mike, he wanted us before when he thought you could eat a whole pie. Now,
right now,
I'm probably going to have to go back into negotiations.
Yeah. It's okay, though. I'll be in training.
That's it. Well, I'm sure. I'm going to call Kevin tomorrow, and I'm going to see if we're
going to get each person from a county who could write in. And
how many counties are there in New Jersey?
Oh my God! I say 10.
I believe this. Tony Russillo on that. I think there's 20.
What?
Yeah, I'm
20
I read this the other day, but I can't. I think it's 21
in
counties.
New Jersey. I thought it was like 10.
No.
I got to ask this for George because I just now it came.
How
to
many?
Me.
They're all over 20, right, Ledge?
That's our.
Ledge is back there. He's like our man.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. You being a Falcon down from downtown, there was a pizzeria. I keep trying to get to the bottom. I know it's really not that important for the show, but there was a pizzeria attached to like this restaurant, and it was a back.
The old must get in.
Richie's
in.
There was a swinging door in the back side of it that was right off the trailer park.
Yes.
It was right there.
With the train.
The old must get in was back.
The old must get in.
But the pizzeria, somebody said back in the McNeil's told me it was called Frank Roma's Pizza. No relation to the Romas,
right?
But it was called Frank Roma.
Did you look into it?
Did
you look into it?
Hold on, wait.
Frank Roma.
Frank Roma. You can confirm it. Oh my! You have no idea.
So they were related to Roma.
Did they have a sign that said Frank Roma? I don't even remember seeing
a
sign.
Yeah, I think they had a sign that said Frank Roma. A small sign, wasn't it? Big?
Yeah, it was like a screen door in the side of a building, right?
You walked in and you were in this pizza paradise.
Yeah.
Paradise.
Oh my God! Hey, Brian Olson. There's a couple guys from downtown.
Yeah.
We just got to the bottom of it, man. We nailed it.
Frank Roma.
Frank Roma Pizza.
Olsen should have known that.
Oh, hey, by the way, tonight is Frank Jansen's birthday. We give him a shout out.
Frankie Jansen.
Frankie Jansen was a local legend, basketball coach, police officer, security guard, friend of the community, friend of Ralphie. Just a wonderful soul. Wonderful soul. Happy birthday to you.
Mikey, it's been confirmed. Tony Russillo just wrote in. He did the fact checking. 21 counties.
Wow. Yeah, hello there, Frank. How are you, Frank? I hear it's your birthday, Frank. Your friends have told me they wanted me to come and sing a special happy birthday song to you, Frank, on your birthday. So here I am, Frank, with a special song just for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Frank. Happy birthday to you. For Frank St. Johnny.
That's you, DePiero? No. I don't know you're an actor. He's like a method actor. I don't know if he was like dressed as a role or something. Who is that?
Oh, by the way, while we got everybody here, we got the bigger crowd tonight. Chris, I don't know if you got a microphone, but I'd love you to plug your event at the Meadowlands coming up.
Let's get wild. Okay, I'll plug
over here. Walk on over. You can walk on over and do it.
Just tell us.
Yeah, March 19th.
March 19th. Sunday. 5 p.m. Tony and Tina's wedding, the infamous, at the Meadowlands Racetrack.
Right there, right. Did you get that? Like,
One racetrack drive.
One racetrack drive.
They could go to brownpapertickets.com.
Brownpapertickets.com.
And search Tony and Tina's wedding.
And search Tony and
This
Tina's
is a
wedding.
one-night event?
One night event. We'll do another one in April.
Well, the whole cast will be there if you want to join us.
I'm in it. I got to roll.
You got to roll.
I've been in Tony and Tina's wedding now, part of that family. I guess it's now going over 4 months.
wow.
Yeah, I've been.
Good for you,
I've been
Greg.
involved. Listen, you know,
Good for you. No,
my
good for
dad
you.
told me right before he died. He said, "Greg, I want you to try everything in life," and that's what I've been doing.
That's what you've been doing?
Yep.
And lastly, George, did you want to throw in our dear friend, Joey Coco Diaz? Is he coming to the area soon, right?
I think he's coming to the area at the end of April. Down in Stress Factory, I think it is.
Is that the one in Rutgers? By
Yeah,
Rutgers?
down by Rutgers, yeah.
I seen him down there once before. Unfortunately, I wore an Izod sweater, and I got mutilated by the guy that owns the place.
Joey didn't get to you either?
So I
Go to the house?
no, well, you know, he knows that I attack him. I couldn't attack the owner because the guy don't know me. At least I get away with attacking Joey Diaz. No, he was so wonderful. He's a great guy, and he's a family friend and a Pizza Time friend, which is thank God. Speaking of Joey Diaz, I always think with that age group, and we have Anthony Vanieri coming on in 2 weeks.
Wow.
But next week we got a crazy show coming up. We got Wayne Zitt making a crazy announcement up
Wow.
here. He's making it like, you know, you know
Wow.
what? He's putting off his announcement in like the papers for 2 days
Wow.
to do our show that like on the Wednesday because he knows we're a Wednesday show.
Wow.
And, you know, I love him for it. You know, I played football with him. There's a lot of loyalty there, and
Wow.
we're just so proud of him right now. That's what we are, and how we are right now.
I don't think we should let him make the announcement unless you can eat a full pie first.
No, he's bringing the Guttenberg. He's bringing the best pizza in Guttenberg in, and he wants us all to try it.
Question.
It's a time exclusive next week.
Yeah, total exclusive.
I roll through
Absolutely.
Guttenberg every day. Where is the best pizza? I really want to know because let me tell you something. There's no pizza in Guttenberg.
There's a few. I just started driving around lately.
Show me where.
But what?
Father and son?
No, wait, there's one across the street, next to the laundromat, across the street from Caval. You guys go to that restaurant, Cavallari, with your friends.
Oh, up on
I see it on Facebook. You guys.
68th and Park Avenue.
Cavalaria?
Maybe
It's
69th.
like- yeah.
Patty Deer
Good
always goes there. All the guys from PSC.
It's like a Portuguese restaurant, but it's like
I've
Italian
eaten
too.
it. It's pretty good.
It is pretty
Yeah.
good. It is a good
It
place.
is good.
But there's a couple pizzerias across the street. We're gonna get Mike to find them. Ledge, you got to show them where they are tonight. And the other thing going on, Chrissy, I think we're gonna start closing out. Guys, do we have anything?
He's a ball buster, Ledge.
Ledge, you're the best. Listen, thanks for coming in tonight. We love you. Listen, I get up those stairs, I can't breathe, and I have to sit down for a little while. When I came in, the door was open. I thought it was robbed, so I had to check all the other rooms because, right, the doors were open when we came here tonight.
Yeah,
we got to talk to the real estate guy because I can't live like that because I'm scared of stuff. You know, but
So, George, how did it feel as going from a listener to sitting in on a show? What do you
This is
think?
incredible. This is an incredible experience. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very
thank
much
you.
for having me in.
Thank you.
I thought it was great. Mikey, you did a great job, man.
Thanks. I tried, bro. I appreciate your loyalty.
Hey, no problem, man. I saw you tried a lot, and even though I took my life in my hands driving with you,
I'm a good driver.
I got back here safe and sound.
Hell yeah.
Joey Coco Diaz, July 24th at the Bogata.
Oh, the Bogata. Yes, he just
Or
released.
is that the 20? Is that the 29th?
We gotta
I
move.
can't
We gotta
see.
move the weekend.
The 29th. I'm
George,
sorry, guys.
Let me
At
tell you
the
about the
Bogata.
perfect
Joey
evening.
Coco Diaz at 29th.
Cafe 2825, and then Joey Coco Diaz. Can you beat that for
Can't
an
beat
evening?
that. I'll stay with you guys. This time.
Can I come down?
Oh, you have to. We found a restaurant just off the strip by the Tropicana called Cafe 2825.
Incredible.
And the owner is Joe. We met him by a mistake, maybe 8 years ago. What happened was a guy, I'm going to take 2 minutes. Me and Pete Gaynor happened to walk in, and we're sitting at the
Love
corner of
Pete
the bar.
Yeah, me too. I love
And the owner walks behind the bar, and he's got he's so pissed off. And I look at him, I go, "Little something wrong, pal?" He goes, "This MFer in the corner over there orders a bottle of wine, $600. I put it on the table. He thought it was $60. Now I got a $600 bottle of wine open." I said, "Ah." He goes, "You drink wine?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "He gave me and Pete the $600 bottle of wine." So from that moment, we said, "Okay, we're going to eat here." not realizing how good the food is. George, I mean,
it's
it's
incredible.
Good stuff.
They make the mozzarella right at the table. He comes out with the cart.
Come on.
He makes it right in front
How
of you.
moist, how fresh,
Oh,
how
my
warm.
God.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
It's mother's milk is what it is. It's mother's milk.
That is mother's milk. Right?
Really.
Frankie Bello, Joe Rotolo, Pete Dana, Darren Ang, they'll all testify.
I see Frankie Bello tonight. I saw him on the way in.
You saw Frankie B?
No, I saw Frankie B. He wanted to give me an adjustment. You know, I got a baseball season to play. I got to watch out. He cracks me one time. I'd be walking around, you know.
You can't swing a bat.
I can't swing a bat.
But listen, big shout out to everybody that's been writing in. I'm glad we got to some of the stuff that you talked about. Once again, we apologize about what happened last week. It's no big deal. Don't overthink it. The show's about pizza and love, and we love you. Occasionally mistakes are made, but it was a good mistake. And tonight was a great mistake because we rectified it. So I want to thank everybody that's out there. Chris Tapiro, maybe you could bring us out, maybe a little donkey if you're feeling loose. If you he's just done. Look at him. He's burned out. We gave a lot to him.
Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We think you're awesome.
Thank you.
There he is.
Much love.
Hey, Chris, thank you for everything tonight. You went above and beyond, like always. And talk really like candid.
Okay, hey, they're on.
They're on?
After hours with
Where's
the
my
pizza time
where's
crew.
my wire?
Mike, let me ask him.
Pizza
We're
time!
off the air. Did you ever have any thoughts that you could possibly do that, or you were just? You really did? I thought you were just. I really did.
Mike, I thought you were gonna get sick.
We were doing it just for
Listen,
ratings. I didn't think you really had a shot.
Dude,
I think I could have a shot. Though.
I think you really did a terrible job. I thought you were gonna go harder, and I was gonna give you the highlight because I worked on it today with a couple.
You might have had.
I believe though, if the pizza was warm the whole time, I think it would have done. Getting cold, it got heavy.
You had to see that it was getting like solidified.
It was.
But you know what though? I'm just a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. But Mikey, you either get better, or you get worse. Tonight you got worse. You got worse tonight.
What, Len Joe?
You got worse. See, let's tell him. See, even you
Seeds. It's a seeds, cuz.
You know what? Where's my Hey, Mike. You know what? If you're gonna come back in here and show that lack of effort, we don't want you here.
Yo, where's my
What? So what you lose?
Oh man.
Why?
Boys, I love you all. But you know, Big Daddy's got to wake up early.
Oh
man. That was fun.
All right, let's. Chris.
Pizza time. Pizza time. Pizza time. Pizza time.